Kinetics.
So QC Kinetics, we're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. So we've helped about 50,000 patients get back to an active and pain-free life without surgery, without drugs, and without downtime. We leverage your body's own natural growth and healing properties to not only repair damaged tissue, but generate new.
Don, give us the number.
252-765-PAIN. 252-765-PAIN.
That's QC Kinetics.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Revolutionize off-roading for everyone with the all-new Ridge Crew side-by-side. A 4-cylinder engine delivers all the power your team needs to move heavy cargo or ride recreationally on challenging terrain. A fully enclosed cab with 2-row space. And HVAC keeps the crew comfortable in every season. Command peak premium performance together. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Okay.
Great. I like that.
Back on the Rich Eisen Show Radio Network. Fun show, everybody. Funny show. Funny show.
Funny show.
The NBA playoffs are set. They are set. The Clippers and the Warriors were having at it in a pretty big regular season finale. While Rory, I think, was approaching 15 or 16. Cooper and I were flipping back and forth.
Yeah, TJ, you were saying you were watching basketball.
I mean, no, the Clippers and the Warriors, it was a big game. I mean, so much so everyone played. And so the winner was either going to be the 4 or the 5, depending on what the Nuggets did.
Right.
Or all the way down to the play-in hosting role on the first round of the play-in game, where you win and you're the 2 seeds opponent, or you lose and you're going to be hosting the winner of 9-10. So that's pretty big. And this thing went into overtime. Draymond had a bunny to tie the game at $1:21.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've looked at it over and over again to see how did he miss it? He was right there. It's because I think he was trying to get the and one, feeling the defender behind him. Unfortunately for him, the defender is an all-time great defender in Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi, I think, sensed he was doing that and somehow backed off, so there was no contact. And Draymond did his usual kick, and he missed the bunny.
That's a shame.
And the Seinfeld gif, and or drop, Mike. So the Clippers wound up winning.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, and did Draymond address this after the? Okay, hit it.
What happened on the 2 late plays, you with the rim and Buddy coming off for that 3-pointer that he didn't get going very well?
I completely smoked the layup, and Buddy missed the shot.
Was it the shot that he wanted? You guys wanted?
Yes. That was the play that was drawn up, and we got the look. He just missed it.
Hey, I don't blame. By the way, great answer from Draymond. Just straight up, I smoked the layup and he missed the shot.
Yep. That's what happened.
Obviously, I think the reporters like trying to get him to say Steph should have gotten it drawn up for him. Let's blame Kerr. Let's blame somebody other than me, and let's
seems like
point fingers. And Draymond's been around the block a few times. So I was stunned the Clippers didn't foul the Warriors. Why didn't they even let them get a 3 off?
Yeah, I was
because
wondering
it was
that
a
too.
3-point game. I'll just foul them and send them to the free throw line and try again. You might win at any rate. Bottom line is the Warriors are now playing in, and they are taking on one of the, I can't believe I'm saying this, 2 Western Conference playoff teams that have interim coaches. And it's the Grizzlies at the Warriors. Winner of that game takes on the Rockets. And then the loser of that game takes on the winner of Sacramento and Dallas. Gents, that is, there are some players on those teams that can scare somebody. I just don't know if it's going to be the Thunder. Which team do you think has the best chance to shock the Thunder? Golden State, right? Wouldn't you say? Or you say Memphis?
For sure. No, I think the Warriors. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just the pedigree and how they've looked since Jimmy Butler's arrived.
Right. Well, Jimmy was limping around because he took a Kawhi knee to his thigh, man.
Bro, and in any other year, that would have been Kawhi limping away from that play.
Oh, you were probably thinking about that.
Man. Sure.
So you're nervous about the Nuggets and their interim head coach, or what?
You have to be nervous about the Nuggets. They got one of the greatest basketball players of all time playing at an incredibly high level. But the fact that they made this coaching change, you have to kind of. I think you got to give the Clippers the edge here, Chris. I don't know
How about that? Saying that about the I shouldn't say that. That might be punching the clown right here when you're talking about the Clippers' health in the playoffs.
Jamal Murray hasn't been right for a while, but Jokic could do 60-20-20 again.
Although Zubac has played out of his head.
Zoo has been incredible all season. I had him on my fantasy team.
Ever played.
Had his first triple-double a few days ago ever. So I'm liking the Clippers' chances. I'm optimistic, which is very strange.
I'll tell you what, first ever Clippers playoff series with their own building.
That's true. Right?
Toilets!
A lot of toilets.
We might be hanging up a bed. Can we hang a banner up in year 1?
Oh my God, this guy.
Come on.
This guy.
Come on.
All about the Larry O.
But I'm not going to sit here and say which team is most ripe for an upset because everybody thinks it's the Knicks.
Right.
Why does everybody think the Knicks are just going to step on their Johnson and the upstart Pistons who have never done it before are going to go and beat the Knicks in their first go-around?
Pistons have been coming on, and we haven't seen Brunson in a month.
Okay, we're going to see Brunson. Don't you worry.
Oh, no, I'm sure. I'm just saying.
And Cat.
I'm just telling you what people think.
Everybody thinks the Knicks are just going to be one and done. Okay. All right. I mean, Pistons are talented, but come on.
Yeah.
Exciting.
It's great. It starts tomorrow.
Exciting.
2 playing games tomorrow.
Well, we smoked this show. Back to wrap it in a sec.
That's a shame.
Springfest deals are still in full swing at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 bags of Stay Green Premium Color 2 cubic foot mulch for only $10. And get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $300 when you buy 2 or more select GE kitchen appliances of $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/16, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
The following is furnished by Excel Media Pros. Are you battling addiction? Call Rehabs America for a free consultation. Drugs and alcohol can destroy your life. Our program offers a complete medical detox plus inpatient drug and alcohol treatment. Your insurance may cover 100% of treatment. Many have already completed our program and are living substance-free lives. Call for your free consultation now. 800-210-5811. That's 800-210-5811. Hope is one phone call away. Call 800-210-5811.
The date is set, and the time is now to make plans to join us for the Greenville's Art Bowl of the Year on Saturday, April 26th at the Hilton. The Greenville Museum of Art invites you to its premiere event featuring live music from Trainwreck, fine dining, dancing, and auctions. For tickets and more information, go to gmoa.org/art-ball. Join the celebration.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The Waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Big now. Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
He's like an Incredible Hulk when the temperature goes up. He gets angry.
You don't want to make me warmer. It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
Brett, you need to write a song called Super.
He's a great communicator.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
Good to see you too, Clip. And to all the discount people that have replaced the people I knew here at Pirate Radio.
Wow.
Welcome.
Wow.
Discount Chandler, discount Big Dog.
Big Dog really shrunk.
Anthony Santander.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio, 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927fm.com. And you can find us on YouTube. Chat gang, already active here on this Monday. Give us a follow. Make sure you subscribe. See those numbers continue to go up because we got a lot of goodies at Pirate Radio TV, including our coverage of ECU spring football. You'll hear some of those interviews coming up today on our New Blue Pirate Report with Blake Harrell and some Pirate players. Also, our coverage of East Carolina baseball will be out there on Tuesday at Clark LeClaire Stadium as the Pirates are back home, trying to carry on a little momentum after a win on Sunday against the Charlotte 49ers. So we've got all that going on, Pirate Radio TV, including this program. All right, Shirley Rhodes is here. We got Will the Chill, intern Hayden, the big dog, Glenn Griffin. We got left side.
Strong side.
What up, Sean Mon?
What's up, Clipper?
And we got head of the table, Jared Watkins. What's up, Jared?
Hey, the little guy.
The little guy.
Little guy.
Is here. What's up, little guy?
Is that the was that the pre-show meeting that you had with Shirley?
Yes. How you feel about that?
Little guy.
I don't know what's worse, that or the Savannah Bananas being on Sports Center right now.
Jared's in a bad mood.
Hit that again, Shirley. Little guy.
The little guy.
Great timing. So, yeah, I'm sitting at home this weekend thinking about the little guy.
Little guy.
The little guy.
And I remembered we had a raft recut somewhere. So I came in. I said, Shirley, pull this up. I think we got this. And she was like, you don't remember where you put a piece of paper 2 minutes ago, but you remember we had that saved from 2009? It's like, yes, that is how my dumb brain works. So Jared was called the little guy on Friday. And
the little guy.
Little guy.
We will run that into the ground. We do everything here on Pirate Radio.
Thank you, Susan Deans, for bringing that up.
Appreciate you bringing this to the show forever.
Yeah, thanks, Susan.
Little guy.
He's a little guy.
Little guy.
But we'll stop playing that after we play it one more time.
Little guy to little guy.
The little guy.
Steve Hill says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Jamie says, hey, now.
Hey, now.
Baba booey. Tata tutti. A couple of unserious remarks on YouTube regarding things over the weekend. Pike is listening. He liked the stream. He's enjoying the sunshine and ocean views in North Myrtle Beach. Man, that sounds nice.
What's up, Pike?
Sounds really nice. Steve found a phone on the corner of Wimbledon Drive. Looking at you, John.
Wow. There was a phone found. Did it get burned up from the fire?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Well, they make these cases so good these days. I think they're fireproof. Joel says, great day to be listening to the voice of the Pirate Nation, the only voice of ECU athletics.
Amen.
Well, Joel knew that would get read, and I would say his name on the radio. So shout out to you.
Joel's been on fire lately. I feel like he's been in the chat for a long time.
He's like a shrub on Wimbledon Drive. He's on fire.
He may be on fire, but I don't think he started the fire.
No, nor did Billy Joel. Jamie says J-Bone fuming at the little guy. I would be too. The little guy.
I think you would actually like being called anything other than
The little guy.
All right.
Wait, was that to me?
Yes.
Right.
He's basically calling you fat. Fat.
J-Bone fights back.
I think you would like being called little guy.
Anything other than big.
That's good. I like it. Kaz says hello. Hello.
What's up, Kaz?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Where's Jer Bear?
Help the bear.
He's not here. Jamie says that final Masters Day was great.
Yes, it was.
A lot of missed golf shots.
Yeah. A lot of bad golf.
A lot of terrible golf. Is that what y'all are into? I'm not gonna pretend that it wasn't captivating.
It was.
It still doesn't mean like the event's not overrated. I got a tweet from somebody like checking back in on you now, and I'm like,
okay, yeah.
I literally was at the grocery store,
yeah,
and I said, "There's more golf next week, right? I might catch some of that tournament."
Yeah,
it's golf.
But it was a great Sunday, and it's weird because the matchup going into the day was, all right, Bryson versus Rory.
Uh-oh.
And let's watch these two guys, and then Bryson just kind of,
Well, first of all, he immediately took the lead after being 2 shots back.
Yeah, Rory double bogeyed on the first hole. Bryson takes advantage and takes the lead early, and you're thinking, all right, this is going to be a fight to the end. And next thing you know, Bryson DeChambeau is out of the picture. I mean, he's at 6 under, and midway through the round, he just kind of he fell flat. And then here comes Justin Rose out of nowhere. And then Rory McIlroy has a chance at winning it on the 18th hole, which is usually what you picture. You make the putt, everything's good, and misses the putt, and then has to go to a playoff with Justin Rose.
Wow.
You thought the whole time, and I was screaming, what a choke job. Because, I mean, we've seen Rory in the past choke. He did it in the U.S. Open last year. But he was able to bounce back in the playoff and win the Masters, get his green jacket, and get a Grand Slam.
Cass says, I find bad golf fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, go out to your local course.
Yeah, I'll be playing at Zebulon Country Club coming up this summer. You can check me out.
Steve said NASCAR greater than Masters.
Yesterday was kind of, I don't want to say boring, but I mean, 500 laps, only one caution. Just a lot of Kyle Larson.
First of all, I want to say, big picture wise, I remember COVID times and how depressing that was, and how we lost everything in the sports world.
Yes.
So, I don't want to be like.
You're not saying you don't want it.
I'm kind of going to say that.
All right.
I'm going to say, if we're in normal times and there's no pandemic, what would you rather have, this or the Masters? And I'll start with all right, I'll start with some easy ones.
Would you rather have COVID or the Masters?
No, the Super Bowl or the Masters?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
All right, I mean, that's simple, right? How about the Daytona 500 or
Daytona
the Masters?
500.
I might go Masters.
I'm going Masters.
I'm a big NASCAR guy.
Yeah, I know. How about
does the Masters? Does it help the Masters case of it being a multi-day event, like Thursday through Sunday?
Yeah.
I mean, I really only think people are checking in on Sunday.
We watched it here Thursday and Friday.
Well, this is
and then on Saturday at Fifth Street.
True, it is.
On Saturday at Fifth Street Hardware, by the way, great turnout for the Mountain Music again.
It was.
They had the Masters on, and we were tuned into that.
Which I would rather watch ECU baseball versus Charlotte than the Masters on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, here's the one that's going to get me in trouble. Masters. You could say, all right, next year we're going to take away the Masters, or we're going to take away preseason NFL football.
All right, take away preseason football.
Okay.
Do you really
come on,
care?
Jarrett?
Do you
Say
really
it.
care?
Say it.
I mean, football is football.
Say it.
I'll go with the Masters.
We're taking away the Masters. Get out of here.
No. What are you doing?
I would rather have the Masters.
Oh! So what are you doing? Are you saying take away the Masters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, preseason NFL football.
All right.
Oh, it sucks. It's
sucks.
the worst.
But it gets it eases you back in.
Yep. You got to get eased back in.
Okay.
Ease me back in.
I like watching. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like watching preseason football for potential Pirates being in the pros.
Yeah.
Because there's some Pirates that's the only time we're going to see them in an NFL uniform. But yeah, give me the Masters all day.
All right.
And why do you prefer preseason over the Masters?
Because one is football and one is golf.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I almost went with preseason football. But
all right. Would you rather watch Lamar Jackson play golf, or Rory McIlroy play football in a real game?
Lamar Jackson play golf.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking football every time.
Okay.
But Rory's like a kicker. I didn't say where he'd be.
Okay, yeah. But I guess watching Rory McIlroy play football would be like watching preseason NFL.
He would shank 3 extra points.
Nah, he would be a long snapper.
Just watching future insurance salesmen play in the NFL.
Joel says Masters or Playfly. I don't know what that means.
What sport is that?
Fantasy football or Masters?
Masters. I hate fantasy football.
Yeah, but for there to be fantasy football, there has to be real football.
That is true.
So I'm taking away the Masters. Masters or Kentucky Derby?
Masters.
We're taking away one this year.
Kentucky Derby.
Wait, what are we saying? What you're keeping or what you're taking away?
What you're taking away.
Okay.
Oh,
good God Almighty!
It's the same. What are you keeping? What are you taking away? It doesn't matter.
No, it does. That's the whole point of this.
Complete opposite.
It totally matters. That's the only thing that matters, actually, out of this whole conversation.
What you're taking away is what you're keeping. What you're keeping is what you're taking away.
What?
What you're taking away is no longer.
If you give me the option of the Masters or the Kentucky Derby, and I say I want to take away the Kentucky Derby,
that means you're keeping.
I'm keeping the Masters.
No, you just said what you take away is what you're keeping. So
you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean.
All right. No, just stop for a second. Which one are you taking away? The Masters or the Kentucky Derby?
The Derby.
Derby.
So you're keeping the Masters.
All right. Yes. All right. So you get what I'm saying. The Kentucky Derby is literally 20 seconds.
Yeah, but you got the build up. You
had the build up. Yeah.
The week before, you've got all right. What horse are you taking? Are you betting on?
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happening.
You do that in golf.
The day of.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. I would keep the Masters.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love the Kentucky Derby.
I also think
I love watching it.
All right, Masters or NFL Draft? Televised.
NFL Draft.
Which one are you?
I'm keeping the NFL Draft.
Okay, Chandler. Like there will still be the draft, but it won't be televised.
Okay. I'd go draft.
Keep the draft.
Big draft guy.
Me too.
Draft is fun. Because people have parties. We go to a party every year, and I don't know. It's just the excitement of your team. Who's your team going to pick? Especially if your team's in the top 10.
Yeah. Well, I watched the 6th round.
Unlike this guy, whose team is not in the top 10, you got to wait a long time. That's the first time in a long time if you had to wait. Where are you picking at?
28.
Yeah, near the end.
Yeah.
I'm normally blackout drunk by 15.
Okay, that's
I'm always
crazy.
My team's always picking top 8.
But now I will say that to get to the 15th pick, it takes about 2 hours. So.
Yeah.
How do you feel about having to wait for your pick?
I don't feel great about it, Chandler.
That means they won a lot.
I feel great about the previous season.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm not a huge draft guy. Because we've had so many draft busts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, it's like whatever. Doesn't really matter to me. Sean is a great communicator, says Joel. Jamie says starting off Monday with some Sean wisdom. Why are these people?
He's a great communicator.
What did I say?
Well, when you said
the keep take away thing.
Oh,
yeah. Steve says LeVar Ball play Michael Jordan 1-on-1 or the Masters. Which one?
To watch Michael Jordan beat up on a one-footed man, I would take that over the Masters.
I ain't got my foot, but I never lost.
Does he really only have one foot?
Yeah, they amputated his foot.
Still high spirits though.
Does he have like a Parker Bird situation, or does he just?
No, it's just his foot.
Well, it's no foot.
No, yeah,
I think it was like
it's
medical
just his foot.
reasons.
He has one foot.
He had to.
Right. Yeah, but I'm saying, does he have a?
I don't think he's that far in.
What is that word?
Prosthetic.
Amputation.
Yeah, prosthetic.
I don't think he's that far into the process.
Oh, okay.
It just happened.
Masters, or I would probably take the Masters. I don't want to watch two old guys play basketball.
You know, LeVar Ball says never lost, but you did lose a foot.
Dude, bad taste.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man? Todd says the Masters is the Super Bowl of golf. Well, thanks for breaking it down for me, Todd. Todd.
I do love the Daytona 500, but I hate these sports that start their season with their biggest event.
So what is that? What is the U.S. Open? The NFC Championship?
Yeah.
And then the British Open is the wild card weekend?
Oh, no. It's trade deadline.
And then the PGA Championship is Thanksgiving Day for football? Help me out here.
Do they have four?
So you don't like the idea that Jonathan brought up about, having the bowl games at the start of the season?
I like that.
Well,
I love it.
Well, with the way college athletics is, that might be what you got to do. But I was just specifically talking golf and NASCAR, because it feels like everything else is meaningless after that.
Jamie says the Masters or the draft. Hey, Jamie, rewind your station.
Rewind the station. We
talked
already
about
talked
that.
about it.
Spinal.
Spinal or the Masters?
Edward says, honest question, what's y'all's beef with Playfly?
I don't know what that is.
We don't know what. We don't have any. I don't know what's going on there. Why is that being mentioned so much?
Did something happen?
All I know is that you can listen to the Brian Bailey Show every Monday here on Pirate Radio from 12 to 1.
And Brian Bailey will join us on the show later on today.
Yeah, great conversation.
Yeah. We'll find out where he is currently employed.
And you can, well, I was going to spoil it. I was going to say you can still see him on Channel 9.
Maybe. We don't know.
Side, but we don't know.
But we'll find out when we talk to Brian Bailey.
But I don't know.
No, you can't. Yes. He is still with WNCT Channel 9 as the sports director. He is still host of the Brian Bailey Show. And he is doing weekend gigs.
Yeah. It was great to see him back on his feet this weekend.
I wish we could say everything. Like, we were having some fun with Bailey on Saturday.
Yeah. But
saying he's working for a meal.
Yeah.
He did that so Fifth Street would give him a couple
Fifth Street,
burgers.
man, they helped him out so much, man. If y'all could just reach out and help him out, man.
Hunter says the draft is an overrated event. I won't argue with that. It probably is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a sporting event. It's like guys, for some reason, hugging Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
I don't understand all that.
I think it's overrated if you go in person. Like, that just feels like...
Here's the thing. And
yeah, that's lame, too.
They're changing venues every year now. They used to have it at the Radio City Music Hall every year.
Yeah.
Now they want to put it in different cities. Like,
I think that's cool.
But at the same time, like, who cares? Like, I don't...
People go to it.
A lot of people do. And they're like...
Well, then they're the ones that care.
And why should they care?
Now, that I don't know. I can't get inside people's brains.
But it's a little taste of football.
A little taste, a little guy.
There's no football being played.
Yeah, but it's football-related stuff, man.
Wait, so you're not gonna? Are you not into the draft?
If it's in Charlotte, I might go.
What if it was in Raleigh?
Definitely.
Why would it be in Raleigh?
I don't know. I'm just throwing out a hypothetical.
If it's in Raleigh, yeah.
You'd go. The thing you just said was pointless, stupid.
If the Panthers are top 10, yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, then you are one of the people you're talking about.
Nah, I wouldn't go. Who cares about that?
Oh, my God.
What?
You need to pick a side and stick with it. You're too wishy-washy.
I'm very indecisive.
At least you're decisive about that. All right. Pirates get a win this weekend.
Yeah, good win yesterday. Back started to roll. Yeah. Sean Jenkins with a good outing.
That was encouraging.
Encouraging?
Encouraging, yeah.
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 Saw a little Lance Williams.
Lance!
Tweeted that out. Nobody liked it.
Big game tomorrow with
UNCW.
Yeah.
See if we can win the series.
What are we at? 1-1?
Yeah.
1-1?
1-1.
Currently 1-1.
Football's been going good.
Has it?
Yeah.
Nice.
In what way?
The coverage. Here on
Oh, so you're just hyping us
We're
up.
doing a good job. I don't know about them.
Yeah, the coverage on Pirate Radio, yeah.
Shout out to who? You?
Me, Jenny, Bone.
Hayden.
Hayden, that's been going out to football.
Little hey.
I'm enjoying Friday practices, and I do want to say we're getting like really great coverage of like live scrimmaging. Like you in the past, we haven't been able to, we get the beginning of practice when they're like warming up, stretching, and all that kind of stuff. Now we're actually being able to watch them go, 1 versus 1, 2s versus 2s. So it's we're able to see a lot of the live action of practice. And we're bringing you comments every single day, too. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Not Thursday.
Talk to Marlon Gunn. Talk to him on Friday.
Down the sideline.
He's going to bring out some new dance moves coming up this season.
I saw one guy on Facebook say, just play and don't worry about the dancing.
Come on, man.
And the guy that said that, his Facebook profile picture, I think, I'm assuming,
him dancing?
Is him on a throne, and it says, like, Golden Gloves champion. Dude is saying from a literal throne.
Focus on
Hey, just focus on playing the game.
Hey,
not all the
don't worry
fanfare.
about dancing, man.
From his throne.
Coming from a sport where you literally just dance around the ring for half the time.
Joel says, just don't show too much coverage. Exactly. Can't show anything now.
Yeah. And
I really do think we should have decoy players out there.
Yeah, like just a random person in pads, like just running around. Hey, can you come practice with us for a little bit? No, but that tells you the state of college athletics, really. And there was a play made probably about a couple weeks ago.
Like the second day of practice.
Yeah, of a player. And
if you're one of those teams that is going through those videos and saying, hey, let's try to go after this player, you need to wake up. It's like you can't see the trees through the forest.
You need to get woke.
Good one.
Thank you. I mean, football players like Cameron Wake or basketball players like James Forrest, like those guys, do you think teams were looking at their videos?
Or Forrest Gump.
I mean, people watching a movie like Forrest Gump. I mean, it's like we're almost getting caught in a boat's wake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like in Castaway, to bring up another Tom Hanks film.
We're in a no-wake zone.
Exactly. But I don't know, man.
It's crazy.
Sometimes I just want to sit all this stuff down and walk out in the forest.
Yeah. Do you? Or just stare at a wall?
When's the last time you took a walk in the forest?
Probably never. I mean, you could have stopped and took a walk.
Nobody walks in the woods. Like, that's a terrible thing to do.
Do you want to talk about...
People do in movies.
Do you want to talk about staring at walls?
Sure, because I wasn't staring at the wall.
All right, let's take a break.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
I've got video to prove it.
I was watching the game on my phone, man. It was a commercial, and I looked up.
They'll talk about Saturday and whatever else is on your mind on this Monday. Coming off a Masters weekend. I tell you what, the Savannah Bananas would not be featured on SportsCenter the day after the Super Bowl or the NFL Draft.
Or the NBA Finals.
Yeah. But the day after the Masters, they're like, hey, let's put Savannah Bananas on.
Where's the Masters coverage, man?
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live after this. Wake Forest was the team. Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. This time of year, the automobile business really starts picking up, and you guys have a tremendous inventory.
Yeah, we stocked up on over 30 cars this week after having a pretty good end of the February. We're looking to create opportunities for customers that are ready to buy this time of year, take care of all your automotive needs right here in Greenville at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Willing to earn your trust one vehicle at a time, one day at a time.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or every everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. We are super excited about the Pirate baseball team. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women, and we have a lot of new purple and gold in the store right now from popular brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. We look forward to serving you, our Pirate friends and customers, at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Welcome to the Buccaneer Music Hall, your beacon of music in the land of pirates. Kick off your week with us on Mondays, test your knowledge with sports trivia. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, enjoy acoustic nights featuring local talent. Thursdays, it's all about fun with singo and karaoke. Weekends, get your groove on with the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. This month, they are excited to team up with Wine and Design for 2 special events. On April 13th and 17th, they'll host Paint and Sip Night. For more details and to stay up to date with all the fun, check them out on Facebook or Instagram. See you at the Buck where the music never stops. Now, back to the show. Here's Clip.
Thank you. Hey. The wine and
Paint and Sip.
Yeah. When is that?
Not tonight.
Sundays. I think it's on Sundays.
Sunday.
If it's tonight,
it's sports trivia.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Buccaneer Music Hall. Come out.
It's a good time.
Gonna be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
I was gonna say if the Paint and Sip is tonight, then you got booted. But that is not tonight.
Why not both?
Sports trivia, 8 o'clock. Be there.
I can promise you no Masters questions tonight.
Nice.
But we did.
What do you have?
We did a lot last week. That's a bit of a grab bag.
Okay.
Thought about doing NHL and NBA playoffs, but might save that for next week.
Yeah.
They get going this weekend.
Yeah.
I guess play-in tournaments. First round of the NBA playoffs wiped out, or the Masters wiped out for a year?
Masters.
You are
wiping out the Masters for a
Okay,
year.
Chandler?
I'm wiping out the first round of the NBA playoffs.
All right.
By the way, did you guys put in your future for the Lakers?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Got a pretty good pool in the first round matchup with the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, yeah. So
We are all LeBron stans.
No.
Yes, we are.
No.
You're a Luka guy.
Nope, he's the LeBron
Luka
guy.
and JJ Redick.
Okay.
We're all LeBron stans.
Lake show, baby. Let's go.
Austin
I'm excited.
Reeves.
We're those guys in the GIF where they're like the guys with the glasses, the bros, the Lakers bros. Hey, Glenn, can you get me and Chandler and put our faces in that Lakers bro GIF?
Yes. Please. Oh, my gosh.
I put in a future for the Edmonton Oilers as well, for Canada to finally end the streak.
If the Lakers make it to the finals, we need to get together and watch every single finals game.
We need to go to a game.
We need to go to L.A.
Hopefully they play the.
Are they not? Is Charlotte not in the playoffs? Hornets not in?
Oh, man. When do they?
Maybe next year.
When do they pull in the lottery balls? During the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's like June.
Is it first round, second round?
I think it's like no. June is the draft.
It's not
Should be
during the
coming up.
finals.
Yeah, probably second round.
Yeah.
It is Monday, May 12th.
Okay.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will.
There's Will, everybody.
What's up, Will? Where there's a will, there's a way.
What's up?
Jared, so we were at 5th Street Hardware on Saturday.
It was a fun time.
First of all, I'm dumb. So, like, I left my place on Saturday to do a little Saturday chill sesh. And I texted Mike Mullis and said, "Hey, Mully man, you at Tiebreakers?" And I wasn't even going to text him because ECU's away, so I'm sure he'd be there. And he texted me and said, "Nope, calling a game at NC State." And I said, "Okay, big time." So I was a little disappointed. So then I texted Jarrett and Chandler and said, "Hey, boys, y'all do anything?" Jarrett didn't respond.
Because I was watching the game.
Chandler said, "I'm at 5th Street, which I knew you would be there. I didn't know what time you'd be leaving."
I can't remember what time you texted me. I finished up. The last time I was on the stage was about 3 o'clock.
And I think I texted you around 3:30 or 4.
Yeah, so I was done. Brian Bailey, the legendary Brian Bailey, took over at 4.
So in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm going to go sit with Chandler at a table while all this is going on and just hang out with my buddy Chandler. I totally forgot Bailey was taking over. So the first person I see when I walk in is Brian Bailey, whose name is being mentioned by everyone on social media at the time.
Yeah.
With his wife. With Bella.
My wife.
With his whole family at a table. Family. And then I see Chandler, and then I see Jarrett, then I see Jenny. And, like, I walked into a whole thing. The maniac Mark Alexander's there. I'm like, dang, I'm at a whole event. A whole ass event.
Yeah.
And I thought I was just going to be sitting with Chandler. But anyway, that was really cool. To hang out with the entire crew. Jarrett. So Bailey's at a table. I'm standing the whole time.
I'm sitting where I was told to sit, by the way.
Jarrett is sitting. Is that a table? I guess it's like a table. It's like a little square. It's like,
I love that I
remember
documented.
carpet squares when you're a kid? It's like, stay in your personal space. Jared's got a little carpet square table, and he's sitting there, which is fine. But the problem is, you need to take a picture of that so people can, or like show the video.
Yeah, so I'll post it to my Twitter. But it's a picture.
He's drinking a beer, staring at a brick wall.
And look, the ECU baseball game on my phone, man.
There's no phone open.
There was one time, I swear,
There was more than one time.
There was like a couple times I saw you like kind of look up at that mirror that's sitting up there. But I wanted to document.
What am I supposed to look at when there's a commercial?
Socialize,
not the
Socialize
wall.
with people. What the hell? You act like we're crazy.
They see me sitting there. They can come up talk to me.
Oh my God! You act like we're crazy.
It's the weirdest thing.
I
man.
wanted to document everybody like that's there.
Everybody's having a good time.
Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's socializing, and then there's Bone. Everybody's
Literally.
having such a great time, and there's Bone right there.
Just stop it right there.
By
Stop.
himself.
Like, can people see that on our video or anything?
Yeah, I'll post it to my Twitter.
Like, he's literally looking at a wall. There's no phone in that picture. You're staring at a wall, dude.
You're crazy.
And the problem now, I'm scared because I'm scared about this for myself. If I think everybody else is crazy, but really I'm the crazy one, that's what you're going through right now.
I will say,
and it scares me.
I will say he was looking at his phone because it's right there. But at the same time, like,
Wait, where?
hold on, right there.
Okay. Well, go back to it.
Go back to the phone?
No, to his head. I don't know, man.
It's still like, it's one of those things. There's so many people there. And then there was a lot of people from the Pirate Radio team that were there. You were just kind of sitting there chilling.
And it got to the point where I was like, all right, I don't want to watch this game anymore. Let me go talk. You didn't take any videos of that, did you?
The game was on TV.
It was on a far TV. I didn't want to.
It was perfectly in our sight.
There was a pole in the way.
That pole was not in the way where we were sitting.
Are you?
Where I was sitting.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Like, do you need help? Like,
do you need I probably need help, but I'm also.
Do you need
okay.
like emotional support?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Gotten this far. I can keep trucking them on.
Man. It looks like a horror movie. It looks like the Blair Witch Project at the end where the guy's just staring in the corner. It's scary, man. It scared me. I was scared. I was scared for my safety and yours.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were you? Were you really?
But guess what? You were able to get away from your phone.
And the wall.
And that mirror.
Was the wall talking to you? Did it say anything?
Were
back?
you sitting?
The walls were bleeding.
Did you have like an imaginary friend you were sitting with?
No.
But we were able to.
The little guy at the little table.
The little guy. It was a little table.
It was a very little table.
But we were able
table for one.
Hey, don't make fun of that. I mean, I sit a lot of places alone, drink and eat. Like,
okay. Yes, sir. We're going to put you outside. No, I would like to be at the wall. And can you have me facing the wall, please?
Steve said practicing for future solitary confinement.
I know Steve ain't talking. All right. Don't know y'all need to be getting at me.
But we had a great picture. You were in the picture.
Yeah, smiling. Yeah. You're having a good time.
And it was Brian Bailey who said, hey, everybody's here. We need to take a picture. So we were able to get a picture.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
He was like, we need a team picture. I was like, you know what, Brian Bailey? We need to lift your spirits.
I said, you know what, Brian Bailey? We need to have a talk about your status on the team. You're still in. Jamie said, maybe you guys aren't entertaining enough for J-Bone. I know I'm not. I'm not as fun as I once was, but I'm as fun once as I ever was.
Yeah, hey, there you go. I just can't believe that you were surprised because you were with me at the Buck a lot, and I just kind of like to sit on my own most of the time.
Not facing a wall and not talking to anybody.
Dude.
You were facing a wall.
Facing the wall is the thing.
Well, maybe if the Buck had a chair facing a wall, I'd sit there.
Do you do that at home?
No, I watch TV.
All right.
Just like I was watching TV on my phone.
They have TVs there. They have nice, good TV setup. They had the Masters on one. They had ECU baseball.
I wasn't going to get up and move.
Yeah.
I was comfortable where Chandler told me to sit.
I did tell you to sit there.
Yeah,
I pulled somebody that we know, and I said, "Hey, you sit here." Pulled up the chair and said, "You sit here." You know, this and that.
There were open seats at the table.
Well, they had a table for artists and MCs.
I mean, I'm an artist.
So I was able to sit at a table that was reserved, and there was that little table right there for the little guy.
For the little guy.
And was able to get that chair pulled up for you. And I didn't know it was going to end up you being glued to that wall.
Skip said a wall socializer. Is that a thing? Maybe that's a thing. Maybe you should make a place for people like you, and like instead of booths and stuff, it's all chairs directly pointing at walls. And people can go enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
I bet J-Bone loves flying, gets to stare out the window for long periods of time. No, it'd be more like him getting the middle seat and just staring at the back of the chair.
Yeah, I'm like Putty.
Yeah. And Elaine got annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm about to post a...
Honey Baby ever say anything about you staring at the wall? Oh, man.
I'm about to post a video.
Fun times. Do y'all ever black out, like at the grocery store?
No, not at the grocery store.
I think I did that.
Well, there is a Harris Teeter next, or there's a grocery store next to the Buck.
Yeah, you blacked out in there a time or two. Somehow I ended up going to the grocery store, and I came home with salmon and crab cakes. What? And when I got home, I was like, "How did this happen?
What is going on?"
I don't know where my mind went during that time, but it was pretty good.
Well, I mean, it happened to me here last week when like Courtney from Fish Street was on, and I was like, I'm gonna just go sit in there during her segment.
Oh yeah, you said you blacked out.
I walked in and I was like, man, I don't even remember what I did the last 15 minutes.
That was the day the phone went missing as well.
Yeah, but no,
phone's back and better than ever.
We're all good.
Used it on Friday.
Did you get sent?
A little scratched.
Yeah, a little scratch. Yeah.
Jamie's got now this could be something here. Did you get sent to the corner a lot as a kid?
I don't.
Did you go to timeout?
You have PTSD.
Not like elementary school. Like once I started talking back and cracking jokes, it was like, hey, you need to go sit in the hallway for a little bit.
Then you would you back yourself up against the wall, or would you stare at the wall?
I would just sit down in the hallway.
Okay.
You know, people say, if these walls can talk. And then Jared's like, I talk to them all the time.
I don't understand Hunter's joke, and I'm not going to read that. This is inappropriate. Let's take another break. We'll come back. Man, I'm
glad we could just judge me for the last 20 minutes. That was fun.
That was weird.
Welcome to my world. Yeah, get used to it, bud. I get beat up all the time on this show. And off the air.
Yeah, you need to learn to fight back.
Yeah.
I do.
No, like get personal.
No, it's never personal. But I fought back last Tuesday when I was screaming the sponsors out back to you.
That was good. That was funny.
I need to go back and listen to that. I wasn't here.
Man, I hate this time of the sports year.
Yeah. It sucks. But we'll get through it.
We're going to get through it. I'm just saying we don't have a ton of things to talk about right now.
There's some things.
Are we bringing back Survivor this year?
That ship might have sailed. I don't know. We might do Survivor on Pirate Radio.
I do like the idea, like Fish Street, by the way. We were there this weekend. They have the awesome game room in the back.
Yeah.
With skee ball, pool, racing games, darts. We need to do a Pirate Radio challenge there at Fish Street.
You know what I might do, John? I might do a Survivor for one of the best ofs, like July 4th week.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, we, and I hate talking about things and not doing them.
You hate when other people do that too.
So I told Jenny this weekend, if we're going to talk about doing this game thing with the skee ball and the pool, we got to actually do it.
Yeah.
So she said that her and Big Dog have plans. Do y'all know a term for no form of electronics to pass the time? Anybody heard of raw dogging?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hunter says boner raw dogs on planes. Okay, I didn't know that was a term.
You just sit there.
Yeah.
You're the only person on the plane with this TV off.
Joel, we're going to break. Yes, don't you hear the break music? I'm taking a break. This is all part of leading up to the break.
Before we get a break,
what if I just said we're going to break? Hey, that wouldn't be cool.
Yeah.
Be pretty lame.
Were you going to say something?
We want to build it up, but I did want to say, I do want to do the 3-point contest with Coach Blake Harrell.
All right.
Again.
We're taking a break.
Ready to play a little kickball? Robbie's Clubhouse, a place for special needs adults and children, will host their annual kickball tournament on Saturday, April 26th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Sarah Law Softball Complex located on Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us as a friendly kickball. To register a team, visit eventbrite.com and search Robbie's Clubhouse or call 252-916-9117 and we'll see you Saturday, April 26th.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina, Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40. and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown and Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air conditioning cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now, back to Clip.
All right, thank you, Hayden. Coming up hour 2, we got Double B and Brian Bailey. We've got Double B. Our New Blue Pirate Report. We'll hear from Blake Harrell, Marlon Gunn. And who else spoke on Friday?
Zion Wilson.
We'll hear from that. Those guys coming up.
Wilson.
It's all right. That's how a lot of Eastern North Carolinians talk.
Yep.
When I did PA before I was fired unceremoniously.
You used to do PA?
Yeah. I used to,
you know, when my kids ask me about the times that Clip with PA for ECU baseball, and they say, well, how was it? I'd say, it was special.
Cool. When I had to say Dewanye Williams Sutton, from Eastern North Carolina, I just say Sutton. And he's from here too, and our fans are, but I always went like Dewanye Williams Sutton. And it just sounded so fake.
Sutton.
But how would you say it? Like, is it Sutton?
Sutton.
Dewanye Williams Sutton.
How much is that? Like, you want to sound professional, but you kind of also want to, like, be yourself.
Well, I'm glad you asked that. It's a balance.
I thought you would never ask that.
It's the artist's dilemma, is what it is.
How would you say East Carolina on the PA?
I would say thank you for coming out to today's game featuring the Tulane Green Wave and the Pirates of... and then I'd let Chandler fill in and say,
East Carolina.
And then Chandler would run out of the booth.
East Carolina.
How'd your MCing go?
It went good.
We didn't talk about that.
It went good, and the crowd was great from 12 to 4 when I was there.
Thanks.
And it stayed that way. I think we stayed till about 6 o'clock, and the crowd was great. And appreciate everybody coming out and donating and taking a part of that day. And I think that's something that they're going to do for quite a while because it's been such a success. We did it back in the fall, and we did it on Saturday, and a lot of people show out for it. And I will say this because, one, they're helping out for a great cause, and two, the lineup of music acts, a lot of local talent that show up and sing at Fifth Street Hardware. And so a great day on Saturday, and I do, like I said, I appreciate everybody coming out.
I hope they do it in the summer so I can get part of that dunk tank action.
You want to get in it?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it the other day?
It was a little too cold and I wasn't dressed properly.
The water was like very warm.
Yeah, but I was wearing a hoodie and khaki pants.
We can set it up so you're facing the back of the dunk tank.
Nah, I want to talk trash.
You want to talk to somebody? That's crazy.
Jamie said, was there no media availability with Cliff after the weekend games? Yeah, why didn't you guys get audio after the game and video?
I wasn't.
In Charlotte?
Yeah.
Because we weren't there. Because we weren't there.
Yeah, Jamie. Nobody was there, dude.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
We can send you next time.
Hey, relax. That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
I'm just joking.
The little guy.
I love how you don't play anything else but just that one, Will. Appreciate it.
I don't know where the one about treating your listeners
seems like you don't know where a lot of things are. Just that one, huh?
Hey,
Jared is
calm down,
lashing
bro.
out.
God,
I'm just kidding.
You're so hateful. You get so mad. Look at this little guy.
It's kind of, hey, isn't it kind of cute when he does it?
So cute.
The little guy gets mad.
Look at him, he's getting mad.
His face gets all red.
He gets so red. I can just pinch those cheeks.
The little guy.
The little guy.
Oh, that's fun. Fun times. What's on your phone, John?
Sorry, Bobats.
Oh, Bobo?
Bobo, I donated to the PCG.
Are you going to pay, dude?
I haven't paid yet.
Dude, what are you waiting for?
He told me that the police are on their way. I'm being arrested at this moment. But I need to Venmo him my $20.
Okay, well, do it.
Sure.
What are you waiting for?
You know what? I'm just going to ghost him.
Hey, you want his money?
Hey, Bo, you thought I was really going to give you that $20? Psych!
When's the drawing?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Might need to have Bo Bats on the show to inform us.
Hey, Bo, come on in. I promise you, we'll beat the money out of Chandler. We'll get it. But you got to come in and get it yourself because this guy, he don't understand Venmo or Cash App.
Yes, I do.
So what have you been waiting for this whole time?
I forgot, man. Sorry. Hey, God forbid a man forgets something. Well, guess what I'm doing right now? I'm donating my $20.
All right. Last night of the NHL season is tonight. NBA playoffs are set, correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's look at a bracket real quick before we take a break. Who we got in the play-in games?
Magic Hawks and Bulls Heat.
Just think if there was a Magic Hawk.
Yeah,
that'd be
pretty
cool, right? Magic Hawks, Bulls Heat. How about in the West?
It is the
Warriors are in
and the Grizzlies and the Mavericks and the 9 seed.
The Kings.
Kings.
You went 7 of 8 off of memory, so that's a good percentage.
All right, and then looking at the bracket itself, Thunder and Rockets awaiting the play-in winners. The 4-5 matchup, Nuggets Clips. The Lakers are the 3 seed. Oh, man, I like the Lakers' path.
Yeah.
We got a good path, boys.
I'll tell you what I like. Clippers over the Nuggets.
Okay. Mark that down.
No Michael Malone.
He will not be suiting up. No Budenholzer anymore for the Suns.
Yeah, 3rd coaching change in 3 seasons. And, yeah,
Bring back Monty Williams.
Well, they fired him.
He is at Notre Dame now, I think.
Monty Williams?
I think he's an assistant coach at Notre Dame. He
Will's,
won an award.
Let's see if you're correct.
Will's a big, I think, guy.
He won an award with Notre Dame men's basketball. Why? I don't know why they would give him that if he wasn't on staff.
Cavs are the 1 seed in the East. Celtics the 2. Knicks have been locked into that 3 forever. They'll take on the Pistons.
Hey, give me the Pistons.
And Pacers Bucks 4-5 matchup.
Knicks stink.
Right.
You were completely wrong, Will.
Was I?
Yeah. It hasn't even stepped foot on South Bend's campus.
Did he confuse it with Montel Williams?
This is how we do it.
That's Montel Jordan.
Oh, no!
A lot of confusing Montels, Monties.
This is how we do it.
He's either at Notre Dame or still coaching his kids, because I know that's where he was when he first left the Pistons.
All right, let's take a break. For real this time.
For real?
This might be too much information. This might be TMI.
Mm-hmm.
But he's currently with TMI.
Chandler
Episcopal.
Making jokes. Wait,
how do you say that?
Episcopal?
Episcopal?
Let me hear.
Yeah.
That's too much information. TMI.
Episcopal. It's like religion, right?
Okay.
Religious thing.
Praise God.
Mark chiming in. I don't know what's cooler. Magic Hawks, Thunder Rockets. That sounds pretty cool. Or Nugget Clippers.
Oh, Nugget Clippers do not sound cool.
All right, break them out. Time for the Nugget Clippers. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2. Brian Bailey joins me after this.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep introduces the Freedom of Choice pricing program. Choose between current available incentives and factory employee pricing on all new 24 and 25 Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram vehicles. That's right. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep is giving you the freedom to choose your deal. Choose to save up to $11,000 off MSRP and get 3.9% APR for 72 months on a new 2025 Ram 1500. Or take employee pricing on the same truck. Save up to $9,000 off MSRP or lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee for only $389 per month. Or get employee pricing on that new Grand Cherokee. Save up to 15% off MSRP on a new Jeep Wrangler or choose employee pricing. It's the Freedom of Choice pricing program. Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Jeep lease is 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Have you tried the new boneless wings from Wings Over Greenville? That's right. Wings Over has all new boneless wings. These juicy, crunchy boneless wings are available in any of their 17 bold flavors, from sweet and tangy to fiery hot. Every craving is covered. Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new boneless wings. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to Cliff.
All right, thank you, Hayden. We got Will the Thrill. We got Chin Man, J-Bone, Shirley Rhodes, and the Pirate Radio crew. Hunter's on one today in the chat. I have to put him on a little probation. Yeah. Chat probation. Kawhi Leonard's playing basketball again.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
I have not been following any National Basketball Association, but I will be during the playoffs.
I just saw him play yesterday, and now I feel very good about the Clippers in the playoffs.
No.
He had a really good game against Jimmy Butler.
Is he wearing New Balances?
He is.
Yes.
Yeah. Playing very well in them, too.
When I become sports czar, I'm not going to clean up NIL or transfer portal. First thing I'm going to do, teams must wear uniform shoes. Shoes must be the same color.
I like that.
Hayden likes it.
They all need to wear the same shoes.
I think so, too. That was one of my favorite parts because I played a little basketball, boys.
Hey, now.
I played middle school basketball.
There you go.
The team issued shoes. Very cool. We all had the same cool, I think we had Reeboks, green, white and green Reeboks at A.G. Cox. But, yeah, man, I don't like the Fruity Pebble shoes. Everybody's got a different color.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
What do you want to clean up about sports, Chandler, when you're sports czar?
Put suits back on coaches.
For the suits, coaches, all right?
When you lose, just go straight to the locker room. Don't cry.
Here we go.
All right, we need to talk about that real quick because Jarrett said, "What? You almost cried when Roy was crying? Is that what you said?"
Me parents sacrificed so much. That guy kind of got
What was
me.
that?
It was whatever he speaks.
What was? Wait,
me parents. They sacrificed so much.
That accent.
It's terrible.
Jesus.
You do it.
He just said my parents.
Do an Irish.
He said me parents.
Do an Irish.
Me parents.
An Irish man speaking English.
Me parents. They sacrifice so much.
Got a little Scottish in there. How did you feel about Rory crying?
He won, so he can do it.
So winners are allowed to cry on TV. Losers are not.
Not on TV. Yes, they're not allowed to cry on TV. Go straight to the clubhouse. And Justin Rose did a great job. I like how he reacted.
Okay, once again, you understand that they can't help when a camera's put in their face.
Me and Clip actually
as soon as the game's over.
Me and Clip actually watched something where a guy was crying and they cut away from him back in the 90s.
No, but they didn't. Just the YouTube clip cut it short.
Well, they should run that YouTube clip all the time. And that guy won, so he can cry.
So if you win, you can cry on camera. If you lose, you can't. I don't understand that.
I mean,
That's
don't
a
even believe
Jarrett
this.
rule.
It's a bit now. I didn't even say I didn't like it. I just said, what do you guys think about it last week?
And then we asked, what did you think? And you said you didn't like it.
Yeah, for this show.
Do you think there should be a handshake line after games? I got a question.
Depends on how bad the loss is.
Why do people freak out about hockey players shaking hands after the game? Like, oh man, look at this. This is the greatest thing. Like, they do that in every game, every sport.
Yeah.
Why do they act like it's so special in hockey? Because they beat up on each other? But like, they do it in football. They do it in basketball. They do it in baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
Like, but when it happens in the playoffs in hockey, people lose their.
In professional baseball,
grips.
did they do that?
No, the winning team congratulates each other. There's not
Like in college baseball.
In college baseball, we see
Oh.
it. It's the final game of the series.
So in professional baseball, you're right, they don't do it.
Maybe they should.
But
don't cry.
You'll have pleasantries exchanged between the managers.
Pleasantries.
Like they'll tip a cap or wave or something. That's about all you get.
Yeah. Should Major League Baseball make them line up and say, good game, good game, good
No.
game,
No, I
good
hate it.
game,
They're not
good
7
game,
years
good
old.
game, good game. All right.
Yeah.
That was my question.
Yeah, they're not 7, so I mean, why do they need to?
Will, what are you fixing about sports?
Probably the marketing of certain events,
such as
the NFL draft. It's terribly marketed to anybody that's not a football fan. Not marketed well.
If you're not a football fan, why the hell are you watching the draft?
Yeah, what would you do?
But that's
Oh,
what I'm
no.
saying.
Please don't tell me you're going to get like a musical act or something.
Oh no,
Musical guest.
I'm not a marketing major, so I
Jeezy.
don't know what I would personally do to market it better. But there are people who get paid to do that job, so I'm sure they can figure out ways to market.
But like, if you're not a
That's so
football
weird.
fan, you don't even know who's on a current roster. Why would you care about the new
It's
additions?
a very weird thing.
Well, you have to market it all the way around, but I'm saying specific of it. Like you have to market the league better all the way around, but specific
I mean,
events.
The
highest
NFL
rated-
markets itself pretty good, I would say.
They're the highest rated
They
sporting
get you to watch
league
the
in the world.
games.
I don't know. All right, that's your answer. I appreciate you answering. Hey,
Ratings
like I
have been
said,
through the roof.
Hayden, what would you change about sports?
Hayden, you're not the biggest sports fan. You did great in the bracket challenge, but anything you would like to fix about the sports world?
Well, I'm a big sports fan. I just don't pay attention keeping up with it a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do
Sounds
not
like a big
the
sports fan.
I do not like the NBA. I really like college sports, though. That's more
Right.
my thing. I've always said this. I think we've talked about it before, like with baseball. I feel like they should be able to just take their stuff off and just have it out with each other. Like they're
Like take their clothes off?
Wait, what? Please
like the
explain.
catcher take everything off.
Yeah.
If they get in a heated moment, they should be able to fight. I feel like it's
Oh yes, I agree
okay.
with that. I agree
So
with
I didn't
that.
like you to talk about something completely
no,
different
no,
to start.
no.
Take everything off and have at it.
That would take a long time.
My vocab words probably are not good. with
You
that.
think you should be able to fight in baseball?
Yeah, because like with hockey they do it,
Yeah.
and I feel
Yeah.
like it gets the crowd going. I feel like
There's
baseball
also
should
not
be
a
the
lot of like
same,
physical moments in baseball to where
Yeah, I guess
it
it's a
warrants a
bit.
fight.
but
But if there was going to be, you say they should fight, and then we just go right back to playing.
yeah.
Well, in the MLB, we see, some scuffles, and then
But guys get ejected.
The tradition of fighting in Major League Baseball is that the bullpens, they all run out. But like you're saying, like let them fight with no penalty.
Yeah.
The only problem with that would be you would have way more like Don Zimmer or Pedro Martinez situations.
Well,
where,
keep your 80-year-old coaches in the dugout.
No, I agree. There
That's
was
one
no
way
reason
to.
he should have been out there.
That's
But
easily solved.
Maybe don't have an 80-year-old manager.
Yeah.
Well,
Tony La Russa's
Yankee
getting
legend,
beat
so.
up. I wish, dude, White Sox fans want to beat up Tony La Russa.
There's a video of Tony La Russa like running out.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's sad.
He was
Very
trying to
sad.
save his player from getting ejected, and
5 minutes later,
Yeah.
he got out there.
he already caught fines and suspensions before he got out there. So.
All right. How about Lil Hayden wanting to see fighting? That's
I want to
surprising.
see more fights.
Well,
Why do they not fight
Me
anymore?
and Jarrett have also been waiting at a baseball game for one of the balls to hit the light. That's just something I'm just waiting for.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. You want to get to Brian Bailey?
Yes.
Double B, talked to him earlier today inside of Studio C. Here is my chat with BB. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, host of the Brian Bailey Show, Hall of Famer, Double B, Brian Bailey. BB, how you doing, sir?
Good to be here. Thanks for having me, as always.
Good to have you here. Good to see you Saturday. Had a big event at 5th Street Hardware, raising money for our friends to the west, and I was there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, steady crowd, like a good crowd all day.
I thought it was a great crowd all day and great musicians, all afternoon, great people. I've known Roger Perry for a long time and love him. Just had a great time. There's really nothing like doing something good for people and having fun at the same time and hanging out with your friends. And that's what we did all afternoon.
Awesome day there. Bailey, you are the most popular man. You were the most popular man before this weekend, but, man, your name was everywhere. So just to get that out there for people that want to know some facts, you are still the host of the Brian Bailey Show on Pirate Radio.
Certainly.
You are still the longtime sports director at WNCT Channel 9.
In fact, good news there. Just inked a new 3-year contract,
Awesome.
so that's great news for me, especially I love WNCT. I've always loved it, and I'm looking forward to 3 more great years. So that's good.
You will no longer be hosting the Coaches Show.
I can't comment on any of that, but
all
that's.
But you still are at Pirate Radio, and you still are.
Still got plenty to do. That's for sure.
WNCT 9, sports director.
Yeah.
All right, just wanted to get that out there.
I appreciate that.
Everything else, right, is just rumors and stuff that will not be commented on by Brian Bailey.
It was a crazy weekend.
Hey, but I'll be talking about it. Just kidding, I won't either. Bailey, a crazy weekend in that regard, and a fun sports weekend. We'll pick it up, I guess, locally. East Carolina winning 1 baseball game out of 3 to Charlotte, and not what we wanted. Good to get out of there with 1 win on Sunday, but this team still has some growing to do here the latter part of the season, and I've kind of said that it excites me a little bit that we're going to have back against the wall. It's a different role for Cliff Godwin and his Pirates.
It certainly is, and usually they do well in that role, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But it's one of those things that you have a year like this every once in a while, and I think that they're looking at that. They had a great chance on Saturday to pull that one out of the fire. They got runners on, the line drive up the middle, double play, game's over. But still, they look like the Pirate baseball team on Sunday.
And we're going to be picking up on some positives we can cling on to as we go through this season. And I think yesterday Sean Jenkins was a major positive for the Pirates.
I thought so too, and I think he's so young that it's almost unfair to throw him in what they did throw him into. But he's got such great stuff, and I think that he's coming around, and I think he's going to be a really, really good player for years to come.
Since we last talked, Cliff showed some frustration last midweek after the loss to NC State, and I've been kind of wondering, how's Cliff doing going through this, and hopefully this is something he can find a positive out of and coach these guys up, because he's used to winning, and we're used to watching them win, and that's why it's frustrating to a lot of Pirate fans right now. But you can't win them all. You can't have a great team every year, and let's see how they get through this one.
Yeah, I think you got to play the whole season out and then look back at it. But I think that they have had their problems and their issues, and a lot of that may have to do with the youth. But I think that you have to grow up in a hurry, and if they can and put everything together going down the stretch, I think they've got a chance to have a good finish and see where they end up.
We'll talk to Shane Winkler coming up later on this week on the show. ECU softball having a pretty good year. They want to see their record be better. But Shane Winkler has a team that I think can make some noise once they get into conference tournament. It's going to be interesting conference tournaments for baseball and softball because nothing will be decided at that point.
Yeah.
No at-larges, it looks like at this point.
That's what it looks like right now, and that's odd because usually East Carolina goes to Clearwater as the number 1 seed. They know they're going to be in the postseason somewhere. Maybe they're playing for a host role. Some years they weren't. They knew they weren't going to be hosting, but they were going to be in the field. But right now you're looking at teams, and everybody's going to be battling it out in Clearwater.
It's survive in advance, Tom.
Yeah, there you go.
Brian Bailey joining us. Got spring football going on. Great chat with Rodney Freeman on the Brian Bailey Show, talking East Carolina running backs and offense. And, interesting stuff going on out there. A lot of stuff we can't show people, as we've kind of talked about this a little bit. Apparently, teams out there are seeing East Carolina highlights on Pirate Radio pages and other pages and going after ECU players. What a different time we live in the sports world.
And it really stinks for everybody involved. I mean, we're gonna end up in the day where we're only allowed to show exercises, calisthenics to get ready and that kind of thing. And really, as a TV entity, as video, we want to maybe even see some drills, but now they're saying, hey, we can't even show drills because teams are looking at that and saying, hey, that guy's pretty athletic. Let's give him a call. What a world we live in. I mean, like I say, it's like the interstate with no state troopers. You can go as fast as you want.
And, man, look how that guy's stretching, though. Now you can't even show his calisthenics.
I know, maybe.
That
guy's got rocks. I mean, he's a muscle guy. Look at that.
It is crazy, but that's the world we're living in right now, so we'll abide by that. But looking forward to the spring game and still enjoy the player interviews and talking to those guys. So we'll have plenty of coverage, but it won't be what it once was, and who knows? They might just have to go to closed practices. I think NC State went to that.
They
right?
did for the spring, yeah. And you hope that it doesn't come to that because, one of the great joys of August is getting out and doing the high school football practices. We usually go do a great job on the first day of practice for high school football. And then for East Carolina, just about, I know Pirate Radio gets them every practice. We don't get them quite every practice, but we try to pick and choose and get out there. And we do stories. And when we actually did a half-hour show last year previewing the season. So some of those things may not happen anymore.
Another new day in college football where we had our first, holdout. Nico at Tennessee.
Wow.
Said, I'm holding out for more money. Tennessee says, we're not going to give you that money, and he's going to go elsewhere. Bad part is for the whole thing, I mean, he'll probably get his money somewhere because somebody's going to pay him because somebody's got a rich fan out there who's ready to spend money. But that is what we're seeing right now in college athletics.
And it's mind-blowing, really. You think about it. And it's so unlike the real world. I mean, go to your boss today and say, I'm holding out for a 10% raise, and it doesn't happen. And maybe you can go somewhere else and get that, but it's not as easy as it looks. Now, it's easier in college football because you've got the Alabamas, the Georgias, the big-time programs that have that kind of money. But it's disheartening, really. I mean, gone are the days of I got a scholarship, I'm going to honor it, that kind of thing.
And I go back and forth on it because a coach has a contract, and a lot of those guys don't honor their. We need to go to some kind of contract.
Players need to have a contract, need to have a buyout as far as that goes. But again,
and I love the idea too. If you're in East Carolina and a bigger school comes and grabs one of your guys, you get in soccer, like in the Premier League, they call it a transfer fee. Not only do you negotiate a contract with the player, but you pay a fee to the team you're getting them from.
Yeah.
So if we could somehow benefit from that as a school, that would be fantastic. I don't know how they would work that into the contracts, but who knows? Maybe they will.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because every time we think, well, it can't get any worse, it gets a little worse.
Weirder. Yeah,
a little weirder, yeah.
Man, it just it continues to happen in college athletics. Brian Bailey joining me here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Cubbies playing pretty good. I see their record-wise. Bailey, you following baseball?
Lost Steele for the season, though. That's a bad deal for the Cubs. I have been following it, and I tell you every year I'm going to be a better baseball fan. But we've got the 85-inch TV in the sports area right now, and we'll take the baseball package and put it on the 4 screens. And that's pretty cool because they bounce around and they bounce around the audio as well, and that's a lot of fun sometimes.
Saw Jeff Hoffman pick up a save and apparently blew a kiss to the Orioles dugout because they were talking about signing him and didn't, and he went to the Blue Jays and had a little chip on the shoulder moment there. So congratulations to Jeff Hoffman for shutting down the O's in the actually he got the win because he pitched in extra innings. So good win for the reliever. Jeff Hoffman. We got so many Pirates.
And it looks like Connor Norby's coming back. He's on a rehab assignment now, so that's good.
McCullough and Norby.
McCullough and Norby. That's great, man.
How about Treya Savage striking out Jacob Jenkins Coward this weekend?
Wow.
I mean, it's so cool to have all these Pirates sprinkled throughout.
And that's a reflection on Jeff Palumbo, Cliff Godwin, the staff. I mean, they recruit great players, and he's got to stay. I mean, like Carter. I always bring up Carter Cunningham, who stayed with the program. It wasn't easy.
Well, he entered the portal for about a day, right?
I think he did.
And popped back out.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a guy like that that just flourished. I mean, he was great.
Carter Spivey was a guy that had a terrible start to his career, and I'm sure thought about quitting, going on elsewhere, and then turned into the conference pitcher of the year, and went to the Frontier League and is now with the Guardians. Danny Beal trying to make that same path for himself. So he'll be pitching for the Kinston team, Bailey. They announced last week. So good
Down
for
East Bird Dogs.
The Down East Bird Dogs.
Love the logo. One of the logos.
The duck in the mouth.
Oh, my goodness. How great is that?
I wish they could have gone Kinston Bird Dogs. But
I think so, too. Because I think if you're the city of Kinston and all that you've done for minor league baseball to keep professional baseball in that town, that team deserves – Kinston deserves to have that name, I think. But –
well, Bailey, another Masters and another year you weren't there. When are you going to get there?
I don't know. It's on the bucket list, but it's so difficult, and I'm hoping one of these years to sneak down. I was watching some videos about all the money people spend in the souvenir shop, and it's not really a shop, it's this huge tent. And I've been to those things like at the U.S. Open and stuff like that, but these people are spending thousands. I mean, if I go, I might buy a $40 cap, or if I'm really, really going to splurge, I might buy a $90 shirt. But that's about it.
Maybe something for the golf bag, a towel or
maybe something like that. Towel,
like that,
a marker.
I guess that's why they keep the food prices so cheap, because people are spending money elsewhere.
Man, but they are spending some money.
And
they spend some money.
Last week I said the Masters was the most overrated sporting event.
Yeah, I heard that.
A lot of people coming after me. Part of that was a little bit just to get people riled up. I like doing that.
Yeah.
I will say this though, if to have an event that big with no cell phones in 2025,
wow, that's crazy.
That's I think the coolest thing to me.
Yeah,
honestly,
it is. And you see all the pay phones lined up, and there's a whole generation that doesn't know what a payphone is.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, they have these banks of payphones. So if you have to make a call, you have to go away from But they have these banks of payphones. But we have a whole generation that has no idea what a payphone is.
That's a great point. When's the last time you saw like a booth on the road?
When's the last time you put a quarter in a payphone? I can't remember.
I think when I was in jail.
Yeah, it may have been. When I first came to Greenville, my apartment was King's Arms, which they've torn it down, and I think it's where the Province is now. But they across the street was a phone booth, and I'd walk across the street, put the money in, and call my mom and dad, just check in before I got my phone in at the apartment. Yeah.
Wow. That's I didn't even think of that. You got to communicate. And it also, it's like, why are these people staring at a leaderboard? Because they don't have a way to keep up with what's going on in the other hole.
That's right. You're not watching your phone.
The only way you know is when they update the leaderboard and everybody goes, "Yay!"
That's exactly right.
It's pretty neat. Brian Bailey joining us. BB, what's going on in sports this week? We got Pirate baseball.
We got Pirate baseball coming up. Wilmington in town on Tuesday. I'll be out of town all week. I'm going to go home and see my mom and make sure everything's going all right with her.
Good.
And check in there. And then Melissa's birthday is on Thursday, my lovely wife. So she'll be 28, I think. How old she'll be a little older than that. But don't tell her I said that. But her birthday is on Thursday, so I'm coming back to celebrate with her and Bella. So that'll be good. And just looking forward. I'm going to sneak out to Raleigh today to go watch my grandson play baseball. So that's another secret. Don't tell anybody. I'm going to Chesapeake, Virginia via Raleigh. It's not exactly the way to get there, but I'm going to get there.
Good to see Melissa this weekend.
Yeah,
we
that was
talk
fun.
about the immature shows that we like that you won't watch.
Oh, yeah. She watches.
Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, she watches some shows, and I used to say, like, hey, can we share the phone? I mean, share the TV in bed. But it began like, it's become she watches what she wants to watch, and I put the phone on beside me. If I want to,
you got a game or something going
I watched
on.
the Cubs last night and the Dodgers.
On a 2-inch TV.
I did on my phone. But I tell you what, you put your earbuds in, and it's the stereo sound is awesome. So the sound is great.
Well, I always say I listen to more Braves games than I watch, just kind of doing stuff around the house.
Oh, yeah.
Just having that on at all times in the car, whatever. So, I like that MLB deal. All right, BB. Well, glad to have you here.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. As
Brian
always.
Bailey, host of the Brian Bailey Show, sports director at WNCT Channel 9, signed an extension.
Nice.
So, catch Brian Bailey and Zach Kaplan on WNCT Channel 9.
Hey, Zach.
When's his re-signing?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous because those number twos, they
bounce around.
They flush themselves right out of Greenville.
Who does number 2 work for?
You show that turd who's boss.
Brian Bailey.
Saw Zach Kaplan Saturday.
He did. He stopped by.
Fifth Street.
He stopped by Saturday, and great to see him and hang out for a little bit. And saw him yesterday. Watched some Masters with him yesterday.
Nice.
He's a good fella.
He is.
I got to say, he is a good fella.
I tell you what, in small doses, he is a great guy.
And I'm trying to keep up with him today because he is on, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
He is on the golf course right now. Today's his day off, but he's on the golf course at Cypress Landing, and he was like, all right, I might be late to trivia. So I'm trying to make sure he gets there on time because I will need his help tonight. Yeah. 8 o'clock, trivia, Buccaneer Music Hall.
Why are you always late to trivia?
What are you talking about?
That was a long standoff.
Ooh.
I feel like you're late a lot on Wednesday nights. Don't touch me.
What? On Wednesdays, yes.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? We're gonna be so on Wednesdays, yes, because I usually go to the Buck before I go to OTs.
All right. You cut it close.
I do. But I know Zach Kaplan's there to hold down the fort.
Wednesdays at OTs has been fun.
It's been popping.
Hectic.
Crowded.
Very crowded.
Which is good.
That's how we want it.
Yeah.
But, should be a fun night tonight. Let's take a break. We'll come back more. Pirate Radio Live. Got Justin Hardy, Hour 3. So we're going to get our Fleet Fee rundown. We'll do some On This Day. And we'll have more for you. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after these words.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
We're inside the Pirate Radio studios with our friends from QC Kinetics. Don, who are the people that need these services?
If you have arthritis, partial ligament tears, bulging or herniated discs in your back or neck, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, and other joint and soft tissue issues, come see us at QC Kinetics and we can get you back in the game of life without surgery, drugs, or downtime.
Don, give us the number.
252-765-PAIN. 252-765-PAIN.
That's QC Kinetics.
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing and more waste than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
At U.S. Cellular, we created an event called Us Days to celebrate our customers, like Gary here.
We get exclusive deals like $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet. It's a celebration so big, it feels like they wrote a hype song just for me.
Go, Gary! Go, Gary!
Celebrate Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Hey! We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is back at only $13.99. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, a MVP move for game day or any day. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville is ready to make you an unbeatable offer on your trade-in. Bring in any offer from CarMax and they'll beat it by $500. That's right, $500 more than what they're offering guaranteed. With over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, Doug Henry of Greenville has the perfect ride waiting for you. Visit them on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial and experience why they're always right on the price. Check out their full inventory online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Don't miss out. Bring in your offer today and leave with a better deal. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the corner, right on the price. Now, back in with Clip.
All right, thank you, Hayden. Another sign that Aaron Rodgers may not play football next year, guys. This according to Pro Football Talk. If Aaron Rodgers plays in 2025, he'll need a new helmet model. His helmet of choice and 6 others have been banned. His helmet looks like the last of the ones they played with in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, the real ones. And he has the helmet from the early 2000s. He's got the chin strap that's like the old chin strap.
Yeah.
So
let me guess, everybody's
time for
going to
an
have to
update.
start wearing a Guardian cap too. I don't like it. I just don't like the way things are changing.
I think the whole thing with Rodgers is pretty simple for the NFL. You know, if he wants to wear his own helmet, and you make him sign a waiver saying if you get hurt wearing your own helmet, we're not covering anything for you.
That's I like that.
But the issue with that is then more players would start to, like, it would become a thing, and then you don't
I'm old enough to remember barely. They used to not make you wear a helmet in hockey, and you could be grandfathered in to when they said, all right, everybody has to wear a helmet now. If you didn't before, you didn't have to. So there was like 3 guys skating around with no helmets.
I like that.
Wow.
Let's bring that back.
When was this? 90s?
It was like early 90s. Like Dino Cicerelli. I don't know. He probably wore one. But who's the last NHL player not to wear a helmet? Craig McTavish, who played his final game in the 96-97 season.
Oh, Craig.
Craig! Put a helmet on, Craig!
A real man.
Isn't that crazy, though, to think about?
Yeah, that's insane.
Dude just
Man,
out there.
psycho.
Vibing. Oh, man. All the other guys out there wearing a helmet.
That's crazy.
And this guy's just going commando. Jamie says, question, do you guys clean the mics and headphones after every show? A lot of people in there. Jamie, I've been at Pirate Radio now since the mid-2000s, including my internship, and I've never seen a microphone cleaned.
Yeah.
They're a little dusty.
You wonder why I'm always sick?
We do have a cleaning crew that comes in and cleans the
I bet they don't touch
studio,
the microphone.
but we don't know. I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know.
You know what I should do?
I never thought about that until
I know.
now.
These are a little dusty, though.
Hayden, what's wrong?
That's so weird that he said that, because earlier I was doing this and almost got really close to my mouth, and I was like, there's so many people that wear this. I was like, that was kind of
The headphones got close to your mouth?
like I was putting it
You're doing it
down.
wrong. You're putting them on wrong.
Yeah, something was going on, but I just thought it was funny that he had that same idea.
You know what I should do is get my own mic cover, my own personal one, and every mic I'm on, put it on there. I might do that.
A personalized one.
Yeah. With like my face on it.
That'd be pretty cool.
So if you got some boogies on yours, Sean.
I know.
Gross.
Or some lunch. But no, Jamie, we don't clean these. We swap germs around these parts.
Clip Brock's mic socks.
Clip Brock's mic socks.
Chicago mic socks?
No, man, I really think we ought to just make some. All of them have Clip's face.
You should have a show called Shark Skank.
Shark Skank?
Shark Skank. Yeah. It's like Shark Tank, but Shark Stank would actually be a good show.
Yeah, I don't think that would be my good entrepreneurial show.
And you pitch your lowball ideas to J-Bone, like Clip.
Clip Brock's
You
mic
know what?
socks and short shorts.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm out.
You're out already?
I'm out.
Randolph's in the chat. Hey, Randolph.
What's up, Randolph?
What's up?
Hope you're doing all right.
Good to hear from you.
Says he's been doing okay. Chemotherapy making him tired.
Keep fighting, brother.
Keep on fighting, Randolph.
We love you, buddy.
Fight harder than them Dallas Cowboys fight. I need you to have a commander attitude.
Now that's not nice.
Not a
to
cowboy
say.
attitude. God, I'm ready for football.
I can't wait.
I think about Jaden Daniels every day.
That's...
Who you guys going to get in the draft this year?
Don't matter. Don't care.
Who do you want?
Savone Rebel.
Nah, he's going pick 37.
Okay, well, we picked before then.
Y'all going to take somebody else.
Who are we taking?
Don't know.
I don't know who we're taking. I'm thinking Mason Graham from Michigan.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle.
That'd be pretty good. Jalen Walker.
Maybe Jalen Walker from Georgia.
Trade back.
Has he been in trouble?
Maybe. Probably.
He's fast.
The one person on the defense that has not, I think.
Okay, good.
Oh, great.
I don't know if I want him.
Yeah, because
once he gets to Charlotte, it's.
Does he have? No, I'm not gonna say.
Him and LaMelo Ball racing to parking spots with their
good
Lambos.
Lord.
Ready to go.
I love but hate seeing those videos of LaMelo Ball pulling out of the parking lot at Spectrum Center.
Yeah, I hope we never see him again. That's right. I said it.
Trade LaMelo?
Get LaMelo out of there.
I've been on this for a pretty good bit.
Why do you want to keep? What has he done? What has the team done since he's been there?
And his injuries have gotten
nothing, but he also needs some help. He's our best player.
Yeah. He has Brandon Miller, and that's it.
He's our best player.
Good Lord, dude.
Well, how many of these guys? Every good player gets drafted to a bad team, and it's their job to take them somewhere to win some games. Not be
by themselves.
Maybe not be the worst team in the NBA.
The GM also puts like actual NBA players around them, like the Hornets. I feel
Guy's
like,
been there for 1 year.
All right, well, I guess we're not going to do that. So get rid of his ass.
I mean, yeah, but
what are we going to keep him for?
It's a new regime.
To build around him.
When are we going to do that?
Hopefully next year.
Golly, how long has he been there? When is the plan to build around him?
5 years.
Is now the time to start?
Yeah, man. That was the perfect time.
What a stupid franchise.
Yeah.
And then they put that crap out that this team is special. And then Taj Gibson used the word special. And it's like.
So did Vincent Van.
Yeah, all winners, right?
No, but Charles Lee said today, obviously nobody's happy about winning 19 games.
I don't know, Charles.
We'll be contending in the playoffs next year.
Charles, you're not in charge.
That's what I want to hear from my head coach. I love it.
Yeah, like when Scotty Montgomery said, I guarantee. What did he say? We'll be better. We'll go to a bowl. What did he say? Well, I guarantee.
He guaranteed that we will be in a bowl game next year.
Yeah.
And we won 3 games just like we did the past 2 years.
But I really don't see the point in keeping LaMelo.
I'll keep him.
Because now's the time to build around him.
I mean, you're going to keep Miles.
He's our best player. Do you not agree with me?
Who cares? Who cares if you're the best player on an 18-win team?
Yeah, I honestly.
Why can't we not build around him?
I don't know. Great question. Ask them, not me.
So you want to get rid of him and just basically start over?
What?
Or just have him stick around and then you build around him?
We're still starting. What do you mean start over? So you want to continue what we've been doing? Like we're on this path right now. You want to stay on this path?
I want to go to the playoffs.
We won 21 games.
So just stay on this current trajectory.
Hold on.
No, man. I'm like, just have somebody be there with him.
The trajectory's not even good. We won 21 games last year.
That is my point.
Kept most of the roster and got worse.
What do you want to just start over and blow up what we got right now? We got one of the worst teams ever.
And there's no way but up.
That's what I said last year, but clearly there was more than one way.
I mean, you're talking to a fan that watched the first season of Charlotte basketball I watched. We won 7 games, and then we got there.
That was the first season of Charlotte basketball.
No, you idiot. I said when I first started watching Charlotte basketball.
He said the first season of Charlotte basketball.
No, he said the first season I started watching. I'm sick of everybody. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of LaMelo Ball.
I love LaMelo.
Do you really? I don't like him personally, honestly.
No, I get that. He's such a.
And if you're
can I say this on the air? He's a douche.
I don't think
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I mean
that.
you already did.
I wouldn't say that, Jim. Hayden, do you think you should say that?
Should I say that? Can you say it?
No.
Do you mind?
I'm getting started. I can't say.
No. Can you? No. Just say.
Let's
LaMelo.
start sending things to Hayden to say.
All right. Yeah. Can you say LaMelo Ball is a douche?
No. Don't say that, Hayden. We don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah. How nice.
I can't believe you said, what do you want to do? Start over?
On a 19-win team?
That's exactly what I want to do.
And end what we got going on here?
I think the overarching point is that it's not LaMelo's fault.
I didn't know. Oh, what, Will?
I think Chandler's overarching point was that it's not LaMelo's fault.
That's fine. He's been on the team for how many years now? And we haven't been in the playoffs.
I mean, name one team to get taken to the playoffs by one player.
I mean,
that doesn't have credible players
like
around.
Brian Time.
Players.
How many years was Caden Norman on our football team when we didn't go to a bowl game?
How many years was Caden Norman on a football team that we didn't go to a bowl game?
2, 3, 4.
Do we? Yeah. Did you ever go to a bowl game?
No.
Why are you bringing that up?
To introduce him, dude.
Hey, Caden, you suck. Welcome
No
in.
bowl game.
What's your point? He's the LaMelo Ball of ECU football?
Yes, I'm just saying.
I think that's a little bit of a compliment for myself, but I don't think I'm not.
Will, I can probably find. We're NBA playoffs. Over half the teams make the playoffs, and now there's a play-in game. Was he on it when we made the play-in game?
Yeah.
Or was that Kimball?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
LaMelo.
The lowest seeded team in the playoffs this year is the Sacramento Kings. They have Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and DeMontis Sabonis.
Yeah, real world beaters there.
3 All-Stars. The
good.
Miami Heat.
I know they're good players, but I mean, my God.
The Hornets don't have 3 good players.
I mean, they have Brandon Miller.
You just said
Hurt the whole
world
year.
beaters. They're good basketball players. They're all-stars.
Well, guess what? If you trade LaMelo, you can get a lot of assets to draft.
That's
good
one
players.
thing I've never seen in Charlotte basketball history is that there is no aggressive trades. There's no, and it's the same way with the Panthers. There's no aggressive trades. There's no reach to be better.
But even if the Hornets did trade him, all you're going to get back is picks, which the Hornets have missed on. And you're not going to get good quality NBA players that can play big minutes in a playoff game if they were to get there from trading LaMelo. He doesn't play enough.
I would rather win 18 games without LaMelo Ball than win 18 games with LaMelo.
Yeah.
Or you could win 50 with him.
How?
By building around him.
When's that going to start?
It should start this year.
Oh, good. All right. Yes.
But my point is...
All right. No, I'm locked back in. I don't know what they've been doing the last 5 years, but if Chandler and Will are telling me they're going to do something this year, I'm all the way back in.
You should be.
This year was the first year under a new GM and a new head coach.
Oh, my God. We started over?
Yeah.
Why? Why did we do that? Things were going so great.
So if we get rid of LaMelo Ball, what do you want in return?
3 first-round picks?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the guy that's poo-pooing our idea. Clip, what do you want in return for LaMelo Ball? Answer that question for me right now.
I want an all-star.
Oh, my God, you're not going to get one. I just said we don't make that aggressive move. We don't.
Did you ask me what I wanted?
What do you want?
And then yell at me when I answered it?
You want an all-star. What else do you want?
That makes me think of The Notebook.
I hope that's spilled, and I'm going to call Jonathan Ellerby.
You're going to call Dad?
Yeah, I'm going to call Dad on you.
I've never seen Chandler so fired up.
Dad.
Yeah, is this the manager? Yeah, this guy just threw my water bottle.
Take us to break, Will. I don't even care about the Hornets. But they pissed me off, and then you pissed me off.
You must care. You must care.
I want to care. I had a lot of fun.
You must care to be mad.
At one point in time, I cared.
I love that you're mad. It makes me so happy because that tells me that you care deep inside.
I do care.
I can sympathize.
There's a passion there, and the reason why you're mad is because there's a passion.
What did Will say?
I can sympathize with Chandler as a fan of the Nets who don't even have someone like LaMelo Ball.
Oh, God.
The Nets.
The Nets. The Mets.
Caden Norman's here.
The Jets.
We'll talk to Caden.
What's up, Caden?
I don't know if I should stay after that meltdown. So
We're okay. We're fine.
It's all good. Caden needed my services today, and then he didn't need them. We'll talk about that on the other side.
I know.
Here we go.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Sauls with EliteTruck.com, Eastern North Carolina's premier choice in commercial truck and van equipment. Come join us in downtown Little Washington on May 10th for our first ever Elite Truck Fest, which will include a truck meet competition, raffles, live music, food, and other family-friendly activities. All proceeds from this event will be going towards supporting Beaufort County high schoolers gain valuable apprenticeship experience in their desired trade. Visit EliteTruck.com for more information.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of Barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Pirate Radio. No one can outwork us. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. This month at Ron Ayers Motorsports, they are celebrating 50 years of excellence with an Easter egg hunt. That's right, stop by the store to find an Easter egg hidden in the store to unlock exciting prizes and discounts. Get there now before the eggs are gone. While you're there, be sure to shop around the 30,000 square foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler mowers, and Steel equipment, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50 years of trusted service. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of quality, reliability, and adventure. Now, back with Cliff.
We back? We're back.
Where do I go?
Back. Steve said, who was the intern that cussed and was never seen again? That was Connor.
Yeah.
Cussed on the air, never came back.
I've seen Connor around. I saw Connor at the bowl game, actually. And haven't seen him since.
He made a cameo as Wolverine.
He did.
In our video.
2 years ago, which is crazy. Right before the Michigan game.
Yeah. Hey, Caden.
Hey, Clipper.
How's it going?
Going good.
Let's do some on this days.
On this day.
Ron Ayers Motorsports.
Celebrating 50 years.
That's crazy, man. That's great that a business can survive for 50 years.
Since 1975, Ron Ayers has been serving you.
An absolute staple.
Older than my paw.
In Greenville.
And I'm telling you, and I'm serious when I say one of the greatest guys I've ever met, Jimmy Stallings.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
He's a nice fellow. On this day in 2021, the White Sox had a pitcher throw a no-hitter.
Yeah.
And I believe he went to state, if I'm not mistaken. Chandler, who was it?
Carlos Rodon.
Carlos Rodon is correct. On this day in 2019, he won the Masters. All of these things I'm going to say are going to give it away.
It's Tiger.
5th Masters, 15th Major, first in 11 years.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Let's see. Will.
Is there a phone?
You got to hit line 1.
Caden, do you know anything about hockey?
Shoot me.
On this day in 1996, they won an NHL record 62 games. They had the Russian line, had Sergei Fedorov and Steve Yzerman.
Capitals.
That would be the Detroit Red Wings.
Oh, man, I was going to say the New York Rangers. I don't know hockey that well.
God, it's all hockey and Masters on this day.
2019 Masters, I know we're past it, but best Masters I've ever watched. They had the 4-way tie going into the for second place going into the last
Shoffley, DJ, and Koepka. Yeah, I don't remember any Masters by years.
All I saw from you all weekend is how much you hate the Masters.
That's not true.
I did see it.
I just said it's overrated.
Wow. Why is that?
Because people fawn over it, and
don't people fawn over the Super Bowl? Don't people?
Yeah, that's the championship game of the NFL, which is the most popular sport in America.
Masters is the top golf tournament.
Right, but it's not football. It's not the most popular sport in America. Nobody cares about, hey, there's a golf tournament this week. Where is it? Nobody cares about it.
But everybody knows where the Masters is. Everybody knows when it is.
Is that
Nobody cares about this upcoming weekend, of course.
Because it's golf.
Yeah.
And golf's boring.
Yeah, this weekend is the Heritage Cup in Hilton Head. That's a big one.
I didn't know that, and I really don't care.
For people in the golf space.
See, now this is my favorite tournament of the year.
But how many people don't watch football during the regular season? Don't know who's playing, don't know where they're playing, but they know where the Super Bowl's at.
Like 7 or 8.
The lowest rated game on a Sunday is like 14 million viewers.
They know where the Super Bowl's at. What are you talking about?
Wait, where it's going to be?
I don't know. Why does that matter?
They advertise that. Well, I'm not saying they know when it's going to be. They know where it's going to be.
All right, I'm saying the Masters is overrated. You tell what is overrated?
You try to compare it to the Super Bowl.
What? No, I didn't. He brought up the Super Bowl.
I just brought up a random sporting.
But then you started talking the comparisons.
The Super Bowl is not overrated.
Question: what would you compare the
No one
Masters
said
to?
that.
Derby, Daytona 500, something like that.
Daytona 500. That's huge.
So is the Masters, right?
Like what? Yeah, but you're saying it's like
overrated.
You think the Daytona 500 is overrated?
I think the Masters is overrated.
No, answer that question.
I think he's saying golf is on the same level as NASCAR.
It's a little bit overrated,
It's a niche.
What's more overrated, Daytona 500, in your opinion, or the Masters?
I've said for weeks the Masters is the most overrated sporting event of the year, so I'm going to stick with Masters.
Just checking you.
What's the most overrated sporting event to you, Cade? I got to go. I mean, the NFL draft is overrated.
The NBA Finals. I think the NBA is a little overrated the last decade.
Yeah, I think it's losing a lot of
luster,
ratedness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I go with.
Viewers?
Yeah.
All right. Or the NBA playoff, whatever.
Pike is going to Hilton Head later this week for the golf tournament. I might join you there. It's fine. It's a great tournament. Very underrated.
It's special.
Let's take a break. This has been On This Day in sports history, brought to you by Ron Ayers. Did Jimmy think he'd get a screaming segment when he signed up for this?
Yeah. And when I walked in there and signed the contract, he said, "Now you guys are going to scream and argue, right?" And I said, "Absolutely."
All right, who knows history, presidents? Who's our?
I should be pretty.
I do. I know presidents.
All right. On this day in 1910.
Oh gosh.
He was the first to throw out a ceremonial first pitch on opening day. So 1910, 27th president of the United States.
Is it Howard Taft?
Grover Cleveland.
Was it Roosevelt?
Folks.
I don't know.
And one of
going back.
Was it McHenry?
Who is it?
And one of the biggest upsets in Pirate Radio history, Chandler Honeycutt is correct.
Nice.
William Howard Taft.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
Chandler, I apologize. You know presidents.
That's awesome.
No, is he the one
He
that got
saw
stuck?
that.
No, I swear on my
I
grandmother's
think
grave.
I covered it.
Is he the
I
fat
did
guy?
not. He's the one that got stuck in the bathtub.
What, did you wheel him out to the mound?
Not to go George Carlin on you here, but what does swear on my grandmother's grave really mean?
My grandmother's dead. She's in her grave.
Yeah.
And I swear on it.
Right.
What's it gonna do if
But
you
who
lie?
cares if you're lying? Yeah.
That's telling you that I'm telling the truth.
But what happens if you're lying by swearing on your grandmother's grave? What's going to happen?
Shame on me.
Yeah, like it means nothing.
I know, but like, if I'm going to swear on my grandmother's grave,
But it means nothing.
I better be telling the truth.
But it doesn't matter.
They call me R-Truth.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Back with you after this.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we are stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is announcing the Freedom of Choice pricing program. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has incentives up to $11,000 on Ram trucks, or you can choose employee pricing on a new Ram. Choose savings up to $9,000 on a new Jeep or employee pricing. It's Freedom of Choice pricing for a limited time in Washington. Visit WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com and go see Kyle Gaines and the great staff on Highway 264 in Washington. Drive a little, save a lot.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at ShimmerBoutiqueOnline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and Shimmer shimmerboutique.online.com. Go Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Spring has officially sprung. Time to trade in those winter blues for blooming flowers, sunny days, and maybe even a new home. If spring cleaning just isn't cutting it and you're ready for a fresh start, contact ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate to find your next perfect home. Buying or selling, now's the time to make your perfect move. Get started today at encpiraterealty.com. ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate. We close the deal or someone walks the plank. ARG. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina. They are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. They can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now, back to Clip.
Hayden, can you say East Carolina?
East Carolina?
Yeah, but can you say East Carolina?
East Carolina. I can't say it like that.
Thank you, Hayden. As we went to break, producer Will threw it to commercial, walked in the studio and said,
"Hey guys,
hey, speaking of R-Truth, I saw him this weekend." Like, Will, you got to say that on the air while we're talking about it.
That's a huge flex.
That's like the biggest.
You've got to bring that to the stage.
That's the most important thing we've had on the show today.
Have I not said before on air that I've met him before?
Yeah. But you didn't say you saw him this weekend.
Oh, well.
It'll be a long weekend.
It's going to be a long weekend.
I mean,
R-Truth.
Where'd you see R-Truth?
All right.
A.K.A. Ron Killings. Is that his real name?
Yes.
Yes.
He met Tupac.
Without doxing his family and what they do, I was at an event this weekend.
You act like it's a shame.
No, I'm you never know with people nowadays, but I was at an event this weekend that one of his family members was involved in, and
where was it? A drug deal?
Charlotte, right?
Back home in Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, stop.
All right, and you. Good God, man. All right, I don't care anymore. Jeez Louise. You saw him this weekend.
Yeah, we were out at the same event on Saturday night, and not the first time I've seen him at this event before.
Have you spoken to him before?
Yeah, a few years ago when I was younger, and didn't.
Did he say what's up?
He did say what's up.
Beat me to it.
Nice guy.
Very.
Seems like a nice guy.
He's exactly how you would.
Good.
How you see him on TV.
Good.
He's
Very
a nice
lighthearted.
Christian man, I've heard.
He is.
Yeah.
One thing about Billy Flows is he will protect his sources at all costs.
I'm not going to say where we met or where we saw him, but it was at an event.
Will holds kayfabe true to his heart as well.
Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's still real to me.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Caden, I like asking people who's the most popular person, biggest celebrity you've seen at the airport. Anybody come to mind for you? You seem like a traveling guy.
I do, but I don't really see celebrities at airports that I've noticed. I'm locked in. I don't want to talk to the guy.
You like
the guy beside me. I just want to get on the plane.
When you're at the airport, do you stare at the wall?
No, I stare at the ground. So Actually, my dad though he saw the Great Khali at the airport once. I wasn't on the flight with him. He's going to the Bahamas.
The Great Khali,
and he thought it was Umaga, and so he went up to him, and he knew I was young, and he knew I was a fan. He's like, "Oh my God, you're Umaga!"
Oh
no, it's the Great Khali.
Oh,
he said, "I'm not Umaga. I'm Great Khali."
And then my dad missed his flight.
Yada yada yada. My dad missed his flight because Khali knocked him out.
No,
he did that big chop.
He tried so hard to get a picture with Khali. Didn't happen. Khali said you got to pay XYZ amount of money.
Oh, really?
One of those guys. Yep. And then my dad missed his flight.
Man,
he was like, "You got to pay to take a picture with him."
Oh, he also called him Umaga, so I probably would charge.
Yeah.
You weren't there with him.
Umaga,
he was doing it for you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Umaga is dead.
Oh, the Great Khali, he's alive.
Yeah, but Umaga is dead.
Did somebody break the news to Caden's dad?
I know he's dead. This was years ago.
Oh.
When you think this was last week and I'm just making the whole thing up?
I don't know.
for my young boy, Caden? Yeah, how old's your son? Almost 30.
I mean, you said I was. He just saw Our Truth this weekend. So.
No, man, this was 15-some years ago.
Speaking of wrestlers at the airport.
Go to break.
When I say Chicago airport, the first person that you would think comes to mind would be who?
CM Punk,
right? No.
Walter Payton.
One of my guys back home, shout out Brandon, was in Chicago for some acting event he had.
Don't be specific,
please.
And I couldn't be because I don't know what it was.
No details.
And he was walking in the airport and saw Carmelo Hayes, which is one of the younger guys.
Yeah, he's good, right?
Yeah, the day after the Royal Rumble.
Oh, nice.
So he got out of Indianapolis and was back in Chicago within hours after the Royal Rumble.
Is he married to somebody popular?
I don't know.
He is with
Naomi.
With someone. No, that's Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso, one of them.
Wait.
Carmelo Hayes is with somebody in NXT.
I think I'm thinking of the right guy who I think is a talented wrestler. But
back to the airport thing, though. I really thought I saw Ray Charles once at the airport. I had
well, he didn't see you. Let me guess, were you going to Georgia? All right, anyway. But it wasn't him?
No, we had like 10 people. Just like, is that him? He had I wouldn't call it a handler, but someone with him.
Was he blonde?
He was blind. He had a suitcase and everything. So I was like, dang, don't think it was him.
I didn't meet him at a airport, but I was in Charlotte for a Panthers game, and at the hotel restaurant that we were staying at was Ron Jaworski.
Nice.
And Sal Palantonio.
Oh, that's cool.
a good crew to meet.
Yeah.
I would love to hang out with those guys.
Was able to meet those guys.
Talk football.
Cool.
Did you get a picture?
Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
I've been to very few airports in my life. But I did see this guy. Do you know who that is? Is he a big enough celebrity? Will, do you know who that is?
I don't know if I know who that is.
Who is it?
Hold on. Let me show Jarrett before you say anything. Do you know who this guy is?
Yeah.
Okay, don't say it. Y'all have a guess? Will?
Oh, yes. It looks like someone I know, yeah. Like on TV.
Who?
Tim Legler?
That is Tim Legler.
The man.
Saw him in a Miami airport.
Is that your screensaver? It looks like your screensaver. Okay.
No, that is is that a bobcat? A lynx? What is that animal?
I don't know. Bobcat or lynx.
Tim Legler saw legs going through a Miami airport.
Nice.
I've only flown on a plane like 3 times in my life.
Yeah, it's kind of overrated.
I flew. Whoa, more overrated than the Masters. All right, this is what we did segment 1, Caden. I'll get you on board. All right, guys, I'm going to cut out SummerSlam or the Masters.
Cut out the Masters.
And keep SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Wow.
You mean like the golf tournament?
Yeah. You're keeping the Masters?
SummerSlam. Cut out SummerSlam.
All right, I'm going to cut out the Royal Rumble or the Masters.
Cut out the Masters.
Royal Rumble.
Dude, the Royal Rumble's too essential to cut out.
WrestleMania.
I'm thinking about broader spectrum of people across the country.
I'm asking you personally, dude. I'm asking you.
Dude.
Oh, man. I love the Royal Rumble.
Right.
I haven't watched it in a couple of years, but I would sit down and watch it.
So you're gonna.
But I'm a man of tradition,
Okay.
So I'm keeping the Masters.
WrestleMania.
That's a good one.
Tradition.
Speaking of tradition, if you want to sit down and watch some wrestling this weekend, having a party at my place, WrestleMania.
I got the invite. I was waiting all year for this one, so I'm glad I got it. I appreciate it. I might be there for that one.
You're not going to be there.
We did some other ones, so like Derby or Masters. What would you go with?
Oh, Masters.
Okay.
Keep the Masters.
First round of the NBA playoffs or Masters?
Oh, my God.
Hell, you said you'd cut out the final.
No, I would cut out the whole playoffs.
NFL draft or Masters?
NFL draft.
So
Give me some good stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, you're a Masters guy. Apparently.
Now, unless it's the Super Bowl, March Madness or Masters, of course we're cutting out the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
What about Week 8 Lions Seahawks?
An entire week of the NFL season.
No, just a Week 8 matchup between the Lions and Seahawks.
That's a great question.
Oh, man, I love football so much.
Yeah.
I think I could. I might be willing to cut out one game in Week 8.
Yeah, honestly,
I would hope so.
There's 13 other games.
Yeah, it could be a bye week, double bye week, or triple bye week.
I think we should have a double bye week in the NFL right now.
Yes.
And they're talking about adding more games.
Is there not a double bye week?
No.
Oh shoot.
Well, I mean, there's a bye week between Week 3 of the preseason and the opening week, but that's not
a bye week.
Yeah. Let me give
That's
you
why I
something
did
good.
the air quotes.
You ready for this one?
I'm gonna give you a day off Sunday. Enjoy it.
Well, I mean, hey, with
College football playoffs or March Madness?
March Madness.
You're cutting that out?
I'm keeping
Okay.
March Madness. Because that is very dear to me.
Super Bowl or March Madness?
I mean, we have to end the season on a championship. How do we determine a champion without the Super Bowl?
Well, you just cut out college champions, college football champion.
Yeah, we just determine it the old way.
Oh, that was the worst way.
I know. But how do we do it in the NFL?
How do we do it without March Madness? Like college football, old way?
I don't know. I got a lot of questions. And you are answering every question I have with a question.
Not productive.
I got to keep the Super Bowl. Wait, or March Madness?
Yeah, or March Madness. That's what I just said.
I mean, first of all, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Both are great.
Because we gotta have a champion.
The winner of the Masters is not the golf champion.
It's just an event, just like the Hilton Head Classic.
Nah, just an event.
They have flowers there, dude. They'll be all right. They have
And
birds.
water.
Now you're flipping my question back to what your original question, but you haven't answered yet. Super Bowl or March Madness?
Answer it.
I feel like that's different.
That's like asking which kid do you love the best.
Yeah,
there may
my
be an
parents
answer,
would say
but why
me.
would I want to say that?
There might be.
I would keep March Madness over the Super Bowl.
Wow. I'm with you.
Jamie says NFL preseason or the Masters. Jamie, once again, I'm going to have to tell you to rewind your station. We've already done that one. And I chose the NFL preseason.
Well, maybe he's saying maybe he's
No,
asking,
to keep.
maybe he's
I
asking
hate
that,
the preseason.
Maybe he's asking that question for Caden.
Oh, okay.
What do you?
Caden has already said he's Masters above just about everything. So
What I love about the preseason, though, is young guys get to play. We see the
I
talent.
said that earlier too.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
you got really proud. Do you think Caden's like a super genius or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
We think the same. That's cool.
Spring football going on right now, Caden. We are entering week 4. Man,
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
is there a grind in spring football? Like, do you feel like the dog days of spring, or is it okay throughout?
No, spring's fun because you have a game to look forward to, and everyone pretty much gets to play in that game.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier than maybe like right after spring from like May to July, because that's a few months. And then all of August at camp. Like, that's dog days.
One of the greatest tweets of all time, hands down. You know what I'm talking about? Coming out of spring ball. You might have not been here yet. ECU got a quarterback named John Jacobs.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
And after the spring game, literally minutes after they were done at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, he tweeted out, Johnny no reps. Because he got no action during the spring game.
That's great.
And I think he immediately transferred or something.
When was
Johnny no reps. I can find out what years he was here.
What is more draining as a player, fall camp or spring practice?
Fall camp. Spring practice is cakewalk compared to fall camp.
Yeah.
Fall camp, it's hot. It's real hot.
Yeah.
John Jacobs was on the 2015 roster.
Right before.
They had to get him out of here to make room for you.
So
That was 2 years after.
And Jeff Charles used to love talking
John
about
Jacobs.
this. His dad was one of those like rip phone books Jesus guys, like a power lifter for Jeezer. Jeezer?
Dude, I'm actually going to see Jeezer this weekend.
That is a Christian rock band that plays Weezer songs.
I'm going to see Jeezer this weekend. I'm so glad that you mentioned that.
Like Father, Heavenly Father, the sun is drowning. American evangelist. He is the founder of Power Team.
Oh, I've heard of Power Team.
He's powerlifting for Jesus. In 2002, they filed for bankruptcy protection. He is mentioned by some guy in a rant on stage during the Nirvana concert at
Not
Live at the
Jeezer?
Paramount.
Yeah, Jeezer was actually the opening act for that Nirvana concert.
John Jacobs Power Force Crusade. Man, that's cool.
Jeezer.
Power Team founder John Jacobs faces assault charge.
Oh my goodness. Let's get off of this. It's like Fred Couples' wife. Let's just keep moving on.
The Power Team was the bloody evangelical freak show.
What the hell?
So, cool stuff if you Google up John Jacobs.
So his dad was a power lifter?
For Jesus.
So I guess he was Johnny Reps.
Johnny Get Reps. Oh, man. Very cool. I think didn't Workaholics do a show? I think one of them joined the Powerlifting for Jesus team. All right, moving on. What else y'all bringing to the table today?
Well, Adam Devine, I think his name is, in Righteous Gemstones, did a thing like that.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
I wonder okay. I haven't seen the new season of.
This was from the last season.
Yeah, I know, Jared.
Oh, okay.
I know. I was moving on to a new sentence. Jamie says, I think Caden can put up a great argument for the Masters. Of course he can. I'm not saying I'm right. I have an opinion. And, I've battled people, from my side.
Here's another good one. WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble.
I think
Are we cutting it out or keeping?
I'm keeping the Royal Rumble.
Keeping the Rumble.
Yeah.
You need WrestleMania, though.
There's no championship.
No, you don't.
Yeah, but I mean, the Royal Rumble match is so
Make the Rumble for the title.
Yeah.
I don't mind that idea.
Like when Ric Flair won it.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H.
92.
Woo.
2016.
For the 94.
WCW or WWF?
WCW.
ECW, man.
Oh.
ECW.
A little hardcore.
Favorite WrestleMania match all time?
Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, WrestleMania in Hollywood.
Ooh, that's a good one. I went John Cena beat JBL. Can't tell you what year that was, but
yeah.
I don't have one.
Both Michaels and Undertaker matches.
Yeah.
They carried the Undertaker thing on way too long.
Yeah.
IMO.
I know my least favorite match. Bray Wyatt losing to Randy Orton.
Yeah, that was bad.
They did him so
I just
wrong.
don't understand that. I'm still mad about
Sting Triple H was very disappointing. Because, why is the NWO helping Sting?
it. Yeah, that made no sense.
Yeah.
All right. This has been WrestleMania Talk. We need to take another break. Steve said, did someone say Hollywood brother?
Hell yeah.
Is there anything exciting happening at Mania this year?
John
Anybody?
Cena.
Cena and Cody.
What's going to happen? I mean,
that's about it.
The only gripe with it is that they haven't mentioned anything with The Rock towards the build-up for it. So, me and Big Dog were talking about that earlier. It's just a little disappointing.
Yeah.
They're doing a triple threat between Seth, Roman, and Punk.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
None of that fires up my old early 2000 gears. I think Cena just go away.
Go away.
I love John Cena too.
I never liked John Cena because I was old when he came out. and
Yeah,
I was
no
like,
swag.
Yeah. Why do people
Of course you didn't like
this?
him. Of course.
What does that mean?
Of course.
John Cena overrated. More Pirate Radio Live after this.
All
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. When you're looking for a vehicle, say if I wanted a new truck in a specific brand, you have the capability of searching the entire country for that vehicle.
Right, we do. We can find anything you want. We take pride in it. A lot of friends come to me and get me to look for the next vehicle they want, and I take pride in buying it just like I was buying it for myself.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World, we will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Pirate fans, 2025 East Carolina football season tickets are on sale now and can be purchased for as little as $115. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate coach as he builds momentum off of the 8-win season and the Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Hey, buddy, it's me, your foot.
What? Are you okay?
Not so much. These old shoes are killing me.
But I've had these for years.
Years? I've been stuck in these things and now I'm screaming. You need custom fit shoes, my friend. And we're not talking one size fits all here. You need comfort, support, and most importantly, freedom.
Well, how do I get that?
Head over to Fleet Feet. They'll make me feel like $1 million and keep you running strong.
Fleet Feet at the Old Gordon's Golf location on Arlington Boulevard. They custom fit every shoe for your unique foot. Visit Fleet Feet and step into comfort. Your feet will thank you.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Mac McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Hayden, are you talking? Because your mic's not on.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram has one of the biggest used car inventories in eastern North Carolina. Shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Go Pirates! Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now, back to clip.
All right, thank you, Hayden. Appreciate that. Good ad read. They go a lot better when you can hear what you're saying and the mic's on. So we'll take care of that next time. But we appreciate that. We've got J-Bone here. The little guy. Little guy is here with us today. The little guy. We got Cade Norman. We've got Chan, the man, Honeycan. Get our Fleet Feet rundown. Can Alex Harper tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Now, Caden, you like to walk. Do you ever run?
I used to be a big runner.
Okay. Well, if you ever get back into running, and you like to drink beer, right?
I do like to drink beer.
They have their pub run every Wednesday.
I see that. I have seen that.
So you need to take advantage of that.
I just
drink some beer and go on a little run.
Me personally, I thought about that. I was like, could I do that? But then I always think drinking beer first, so I think I can do it.
Yeah.
So I might be there. You said every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
You gonna join me?
Maybe.
Don't lie. Just say no.
No.
I hate liars, man.
I know.
I'll let you know. And if you need new shoes.
I have gotten shoes at Fleet Feet before.
Well, how was your experience?
They're pretty good. I enjoyed the experience. Also got a new pair of shorts there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So not just shoes, but shorts as well.
Exactly. I used to go to Fleet Feet a decent
Exactly.
amount.
Exactly.
You kind of sounded.
Exactly.
It's all the Guinnesses I drink.
Me parents.
I'm bypassing everything on this Fleet Feet list. What is the Katy Perry in space thing about?
She sang in space.
I was going to mention that earlier. I don't know what's up with that.
She literally is a firework.
She took a 5-minute trip to space.
With a bunch of other women.
Hey, 5 minutes is a long time.
That's what I used to tell the. Well,
Gail King was on it too, apparently.
all female
Oprah up there?
flight crew took off
She watched.
a historic trip that lasted about 8 minutes.
That's a long time.
Round trip expedition went to the edge of space before promptly returning. The women could be heard shouting in excitement. So what is,
They sent them up to space for 8 minutes and brought them back, and they kissed the ground like they went on some like expedition.
I tell you what, if I went to space for any amount of time, I would be glad to get back home.
Why do you need to go to space for 8 minutes?
Yeah, what was the point?
I think it
seems like an extraordinary amount of time.
Bezos' Blue Origin. He's trying to show that they can put anyone into space.
Bezos?
Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos' wife or fiance was on that flight as
His
well.
wife.
Yeah.
His wife.
So as long as they were up there, they could have went to Mars and back in 4 times? 30 seconds to Mars? Is that correct?
Bury me after that joke. Among the onlookers of the launch site was Perry's daughter, Daisy, whom she shares with Orlando Bloom, who was also there.
Huh.
Interesting. Kris Jenner was there, and Khloe Kardashian.
Crazy.
All right.
What is Orlando Bloom doing with his life?
What is Orlando Bloom doing with his life?
That was High School Musical, right? His big.
No, he was on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Who is the High School?
Oh my God! They took off in the ship from Austin Powers.
Looks like a giant Johnson.
Look at the head on that thing. Oh my God! What in the world? This is all a joke. This has got to be a joke. Look at the rocket they're in. Come on.
What a rocket.
This is a joke. Putting a bunch of women in a rocket shaped like that. I know what you're doing, Bezos. You're not fooling me. Would y'all like to go to space?
No.
In a rocket like that?
No.
Please. No. Me neither. Chandler, you don't seem like a space guy.
No.
What? I mean, there's nothing up there.
I don't like flying, period.
Yeah.
I hate flying.
I'm scared of it.
God, I hate it. It's so nerve-wracking.
Hayden, you going to space?
I think it would be cool, but I'd have to go with a really good group.
You're there for 8 minutes. Who cares?
Well, how long does the thing... is it a round trip?
So I watched it. It was like...
You watched it?
I watched the whole thing.
Oh, my God. Don't you have a job?
Yeah,
or
I
a
do.
life?
So I do, and it was on the TV, and I was like, why are all these people...
Where was this broadcast? Where was the broadcast from?
It was on some random news channel. It was mainstream, but not mainstream. It had 100,000 viewers. I don't know how mainstream that is.
No WNCT.
Yeah, but...
How did they pick who went? Or did they just, like, sign up?
Whoever has $1 billion, celebrity. Drinks at Regenerative.
Seems like a...
When you say a good group, what do you mean? Like your girlfriends or your family?
Like
or
somebody that would keep me entertained, laughing or something.
They were there for 8 minutes.
Who from Pirate Radio would you take?
Probably you, Chandler.
And that's it?
Well, no, I mean, if I could, I'd take all of y'all.
Like, what about Clip?
Yeah. I think y'all all could
That
make
didn't
me
sound
laugh.
very good.
I think Chandler would definitely make me laugh, just like the easiest.
Chandler would be freaking out. Then again, so would I.
I would be freaking out.
I would be crying. I want to go home.
Just make sure it's not on camera.
What was filmed? The rocket or the interior?
No, so they filmed the whole rocket, like go up, hang out for a while, whatever minute, like 4 minutes was in space, and then came back down. And then afterwards on X, now you can see the inside of it.
Everyone knows Clip loves Katy Perry. I do love Katy Perry. I hadn't seen her in a while, but I'm assuming she's still Katy Perry. Joel says there's a bunch of stuff in space. I don't know. Will, what do you think? Would you go to space if given the opportunity?
No.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
No, I like to stay grounded.
Yeah. Figuratively and literally.
Jeezer.
Dude, Jeezer is such a great idea for a Christian rock band.
Hey,
we should start it.
Let me see if there's a band called Jeezer.
Probably not.
You'd be surprised.
I'm going to take a big guess on the probably not.
Geezer.
There are multiple bands that go by the name Geezer or Jeezer.
I thought you meant Christian rock band called that.
NY known as Geezer cover band.
Full of old people.
And a group called GZR. There is a band called Jeezer that covers Weezer with a jazz fusion style.
That sounds good.
Jeezer.
Need more Christ infused into that.
Jamie says, did man really land on the moon? What do y'all think about that conspiracy?
You know, he said that it never happened.
Who?
Armstrong.
Lance?
Neil Armstrong said the moon landing never happened.
I saw a video.
Oh my God, Chandler!
You're probably falling into that AI trap that you hate.
Chandler, it's 3 a.m.
I'm telling you.
Who's the guy that beats up people that says it was fake?
Buzz.
That's Buzz.
Or is it Michael Collins?
Or is it Alex Jones?
All right.
No, there's credible evidence that Neil Armstrong ever said or implied the moon landing was fake.
I believe we did, but not those three guys. They were actors. Because when we got there and landed, we met a bunch of crap that we were not expecting. And it's like, hey, you need to get the hell out of here. And so they faked the moon landing.
Armstrong's refusal to swear.
What was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest. It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
Who was that?
Neil Armstrong. Oh, that was Buzz.
Chandler.
Sorry. It was Buzz. Sorry. It was Buzz. Buzz.
Budge Aldrin said moon landing never happened. But he punches guys that says it was fake.
Maybe he could have been being
how old is he now?
sarcastic to make fun of those people.
Fact check. Interview clips do not show Buzz Aldrin saying moon landing was fake. An online clip. So it was edited, I guess.
Get the facts.
You said scariest? It never happened. It would have been scary if it happened, but it never happened.
Nobody's lived in that house for 30 years.
I think they landed on the moon. There is a video though.
Chandler. What do we got next?
I don't know if I could say. I don't know if I could play this one. I'll play it during the break to make sure it's.
I have no interest in watching it. But what is it about?
It's a guy like saying, "How did they do it in 1969?" or like how they put these people in a box or in a tube and throw them up into space.
Yeah.
So. But I had to find it. I don't know exactly.
I don't. Okay, I'm okay. I don't need to watch that.
You should.
Why?
Because he'll educate you.
I have those same thoughts, but there's people. There's people a lot smarter than us, Chandler, roaming around these parts.
Yeah, I understand, but the reason why I want to show it to you is because it's funny and it brings joy to my life, and I want to bring joy to yours. It's a funny video.
I'm gonna have to pass. I'm not gonna watch that
fine.
video. I don't want to watch that video.
It's a funny video, and when I watched it, I was 20 times happier.
Why does it say "Happy Birthday, Unc"?
It's my uncle's birthday.
Happy birthday, Unc.
Happy birthday.
What's his name?
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, UNC.
Where's Jeff
That's
live?
Unc, dude.
I spelled Unc UNK.
Oh, excuse me. He lives down at the beach.
Which one?
At the beach?
That's good away.
It's a campground, not like right on the beach, White Oak Shores.
Nice. You're giving more information than our guy back here.
Yeah. You need to like calm down with your details.
If you want to run up on my uncle, be my guest. That guy.
Hey,
he welcomes it.
Hold on. Is that a threat?
Is he one of those guys that wants somebody to break in so he can shoot a round at him?
No.
What are those?
That was a threat.
It was.
An unnecessary
I would
threat.
say the same thing about Ron Killings.
Jeff, I know your nephew.
I would say the same thing about Ron Killings, man.
He tried me.
Chandler.
What did I do?
Good
Knock
Lord.
us off. Shirley!
She's asleep.
Shirley!
I didn't do anything.
Wilson.
Let's go to a break.
Go to break.
Go to break.
Go to break.
I didn't do anything.
Ah, we're back. We're back. We need to take a break anyway.
What the hell was that?
You hit?
That was Buzz. It was Buzz.
He's trying to.
Buzz was listening to the show and he is sabotaging us.
CIA.
Or was it your uncle?
I mean, it could have been. He said, "You think I'm joking?"
Wow.
Let's take a break. We'll come back with more Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm inviting you to join me for the First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run in Grimesland, April 19th, beginning at 9 a.m. All proceeds go to support Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center committed to providing a safe and nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. The 5K features a run, ruck, or walk, a 1 mile fun run, plus refreshments and bounce houses for the kids. As a former resident of Haven, I know how much your support will help the women in our community who are rebuilding their lives. To register, go to runsignup.com and let's make a difference together.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Looking for an adventure that's refreshing in more ways than one? Welcome to River Vibes, where nature meets flavor. Freely paddle through the stunning Pamlico River on one of our kayaks or stand-up paddle boards. After your adventure, cool down with one of our mouth-watering smoothies, refreshers, boba teas, or fresh juices. Plus, grab some awesome River Vibes gear to remember the day. River Vibes, where every moment is a splash of fun. Visit us in historic downtown Washington or on Facebook or Instagram. Ride, relax, and refresh at River Vibes.
Pirate Radio.
And you, lad?
I'm Peter.
That's not a pirate name. What about Dastardly Jim, eh?
No.
Very well. In punishment for lack of an interesting pirate name, Peter shall walk the plank.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gayqui Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gayqui can handle all of your dental needs, including cleanings, crownings, and fillings, sedation, dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gayqui Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates. Now, back to Cliff.
All right, thank you, Hayden.
Get a National Day update. This is pretty fitting. Day after the Masters. I know y'all love your flowers. It is National Gardening Day.
Nice.
So everybody motivated after they see the azaleas at Augusta to go out and plant some flowers in their yard. What's your favorite flower?
Probably a sunflower.
Dandelion.
I thought a dandelion was a weed.
No, dude, it's a flower.
All right.
A weed. You're a weed. I'm starting to treat you like you treat Will. And I love it.
Dandelions. Should I say, is it a flower?
What is that? Taraxacum.
Taraxacum. Is dandelion a flower? Yes, dandelion is a flower.
Yes.
All right, learn something new every day.
While it's often seen as a weed, the bright yellow flower head is actually comprised of many individual tiny flowers. How about that? It's interesting. Hayden, if you were going to receive flowers, what kind of flowers would you like?
Used to I would say roses.
2 dozen roses?
Yeah.
2 dozen roses.
Or I like hydrangeas.
All right.
They're really classy.
I love a good daffodil.
Do you love a dolphin? It is National Dolphin Day.
I don't care about dolphins.
They're
really?
sweet, Chandler.
I like dolphins. I think they're cool.
I like Flipper.
I think dolphins are one of the coolest animals out there.
Yeah.
Shout out my roommate Jace.
He's a dolphin?
A Dolphins fan.
he's a dolphin.
We keep him in a tank.
He is so cute.
Talk about a wingman. You bring a girl over and see Jake the dolphin.
My roommate's a dolphin.
You might lose her.
Jace is the one on Valentine's Day that we were wingmanning for.
Ah.
Shout out Jace.
And the Miami Dolphins have cool colors. One time we were on vacation. There was a Redskins travel bag,
duffel,
kind of like a bag you put clothes in to go stay at a friend's house. Yeah. Those are what I use. And there was a Dolphins one.
Nice.
And I wanted the Dolphins one. And I remember my dad gave me the "Are you sure?" 3 times, and I said yeah. And I had that Dolphins one. So
cool.
He was probably
neat story.
That's a great story.
Such an awesome story.
I'm one of the great storytellers of our generation. What do you call them? What's the fancy word for storyteller?
A novelist?
No. And it's not narrator. It's like orator? Orator?
Not narrator or orator.
Oralist?
Word for a storyteller.
Storyteller. Even Google's like, hey, you idiot. It's literally what you just typed.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. It is Look Up at the Sky Day. Why? Because Katy Perry's up there.
And Buzz Aldrin never went there.
Well, how about that? I wonder if that's why they did it today. Look Up at the Sky Day.
I think she's promoting her new album, and that's why they did that.
What's it called?
No clue.
Baby, you're a spaceship. Come get in my spaceship.
Load up Oprah and her friends. Let's take a trip.
It is National Pecan Day. You'll say pecan or pecan?
When I say pecan, but when you're talking about the ice cream, I say butter pecan.
As do I, Chon.
It depends on who I'm around.
I say butter pecan.
Good one.
Thanks.
That's what my grandma used to get. The one that's dead, the one that swore on her grave earlier.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday we used to go get ice cream, and that's what she wanted, butter pecan.
Oh, shout out, Meemaw. What'd you call her?
Meemaw.
Oh! It is National Ex-Spouse Day. Anybody got an ex-spouse out there?
Yeah.
Not an ex. I have an ex. Well, not a spouse. I've never been married.
Yeah?
No.
You should try it.
Yeah.
You need to forgive your former spouse and move beyond all that anger.
Sound advice.
Yep. Thanks, Will.
It is.
National Reach as High as You Can. National Pan American Day also going on today.
Shout out.
I choose to celebrate the Dolphins today. I want to see some dolphins in the wild.
Miami Dolphins.
Huh?
Crocodiles are scary.
Yes, Hayden, they are. Great point.
I saw a video the other day of a crocodile and an alligator.
Getting it on?
I was. They were fighting with each other, and the crocodile was like look like an SUV.
Where were you at?
I saw it on my phone
right.
somewhere, and it's just.
What's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
Some of their nose.
The angle of their snout.
Alligators are more on their belly and they're moving around, but a crocodile.
Crocodile
they're
can
up on all
hayden upright.
Yeah.
They can stand up on 2 feet.
The different in alligator you see later. Yeah, crocodile you see after a while.
Hayden agreed with me when I was saying, hey, they can stand on their 2 feet and walk.
I think so.
What?
Why not?
How did we get on crocodiles?
Because Hayden saw some on her phone.
I saw a crocodile on my
No, we're
phone.
talking about dolphins, and then I thought about that.
Y'all think the lion is the true king of the jungle?
Yes.
We heard a yes. We heard a no. Who's the yes?
Tiger.
Tiger.
They can swim.
Lions can't swim?
Lions don't like water.
Is this now? What are you saying?
Are you saying that? Because wait, are you being serious?
I didn't know that.
Lions don't like water.
The tigers like water. Yes, generally like water. Now, this is according to AI Overview. Who knows if they know what they're talking about?
Allen Iverson, smart fellow.
Do lions like water? Lions typically don't enjoy swimming and avoid water unless necessary. Says a post on Facebook. So Jared posted this.
And it says a blog post on World Animal Protection.
Yeah, who knows if this is true.
I watched Madagascar the other day, and
the lion didn't like to swim.
Alex the lion did not care for the ocean.
Jamie says the gorilla is king of the jungle.
That's a good one.
Joel says it's the hippo. Thank you.
They're big.
Jaguar. I don't know where you find that at.
In the jungle? Sure.
Snakes.
Are we just naming like NFL teams in Florida?
Yes.
Dolphins, Jaguars.
I think the Buccaneers are the king of the jungle.
Yes.
Humans, king of the jungle.
We are top of the food chain.
Yeah. I was trying to think, is anything above humans in the food chain? What would try to, do bears eat us or do they just?
We just get attacked.
Right.
And then sometimes eaten, but most of the time.
Hey, shark?
Shark.
I hate sharks.
I like sharks. I like Shark Week.
I like Shark Week. Let's take a break.
Just be competitive, but not combative.
Yeah. Sharks. You ever seen a shark?
In a fish tank. Have you ever seen a shark and a catfish?
I'm not doing that right now. I'm asking a real question. You ever seen a shark?
Yes, I have.
At an aquarium.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it in the wild.
But have you
y'all.
ever seen a shark and a catfish in the same fish tank?
I mean, I've seen the dorsal.
Take some break, John.
We're going to break. Wrapping up the show when we return right after this.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
This is Wyatt Lunsford Shankman. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a good day for the stock market to start the week. The Dow was up 312 points and closed at 40,524. The NASDAQ was up 107 at 16,831. And the S&P was up 42 points at 5,405. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, wrapping it up here on a Monday. Back with you Tuesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Enjoyed hanging out with the crew today.
Yes, sir.
Boys.
Be back tomorrow.
Girls.
Got baseball tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
baseball.
Okay. Baseball tomorrow and football.
Yes.
So I think week 4 football practice.
Busy.
Yes, sir.
We'll have some topics for you coming up 3 o'clock, Pirate Radio Live. Until then, for the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.